As you enter, just share the link, please. Cause you can't see the sabotage from early down. Just share the link, please, please, please. Give me 5 minutes. I have to do a little quick update, and I'll be back. Give me 5 minutes, please. Cause I'll be a sabotage jaguar. I don't like it. Yeah, man, big up everybody by check-in, man. Big up every single body by check-in. Sherry, big up yourself, Cherry. Big up Divine, big up Maddox Angel, big up Deborah. Trisha, Wagwan, Robski, Wagwan, my family. Definitely gonna chop it up tonight. We're gonna have a decent reasoning tonight about some things. Claudette, good evening. I like that rhythm, a bad. I big up E-commerce anyway that boy there, you know, you see E-commerce. Them never know what's born with a skill. Sure. Alright. You see like we see so much things going on in the world right now, you know. Crazy things. Crazy things, man. It's got me questioning, is our people actually confused? Is our global community confused? Is the people that claim to know the things that they know, do they actually know anything at all? Are they actually aware of what's about to take place under the eyes and right underneath our nose? Or are we all just, you know what I mean? Are we sitting back with followers, just following followers like sheeps? I don't know. Let's see what one could. Yes, all that. Big up Joni Pie check-in, big up yourself. My phone is moving bookie today. Luke, Wagwan. Manners and respect plus enough tax. Yeah, it's moving bookie. What is going on today? Kerry Ann, big up Kerry Ann Pie check-in, good evening. But yeah, we're just gonna continue anyway. We'll just continue. God, I can't believe the amount of sabotage me I see. How are this? How I do them? Nah, I really straight, you know the reality is this, yeah? When I try to go live, like my accounts, them are all connected to one particular account. And I actually go live from that account, which you should know, you know how the thing go, when we use Restream and these things. Brother, when I say, hold on, but they're on YouTube, but I can't see what I go on Facebook. I say, hold on there. I go check my little things them and realize that something not true right, not true right, you get me? Yeah. When we did go back on the YouTube again for test a thing, I realize them chat me off of the YouTube. I'm saying, what kind of thing this? You know what I mean? So, I know it's a sabotage one, but good luck to them. They will not stop me from doing what I do best. No. Big up to the realest ones, them out there, manners and respect plus enough tax. Realist here, you know the choppings. Seems like our people are lost, brethren. Seems like a lot of our people who we think should know what go on. Sam, good evening. Sasha Pie checking, good evening. A lot of our people's lost, especially these especially some of the bloggers, the vloggers, them abroad, their eyes are not on everything. It's like, how can our eyes only be on the passes and the mix-up and who's sleeping with who, from who owes this person money from who, you know what I mean? Just the regular passer. But the overall things that are affecting us and that is to come, how comes we can't foresee that and warn the people them and let the people be warned? You know? There's, all right, look, you're seeing our music right now. I care zero about the music. Seeing? Because most of the people them that's in the music right now don't even know what the hell they're doing. They're just glad to collect a bit of money and go through. So, not taking nothing from nobody. But in the times that we're in right now, everybody's supposed to be thinking on a serious note, like, rah, times is dread. Man ain't got time to argue with this little bickering. Man ain't got time to argue with her little foolishness. I don't have time to care about what he's doing. Do you know what's actually happening in the world? Like, Lucy, big up yourself. Like, in the world, on a whole, Jamaica don't know what's going on with Jamaica. Jamaica's waiting until something slaps them in their head, and then they're gonna wake up and say, rah, that's a go on. So much things happening all around the world. So much things all at once. It's all negatively driven. All we look at and all we seem to care about, big up yourself, Shireen, my sis, and Marcel, big up yourself, manners and respect, and good evening. The things that we seem to find interesting is when somebody's taking an L. When I say taking an L, somebody's going through their worstest time in their life. Just so happens that it's on social media. This becomes some form of entertainment for us and we feel happy about it. Listen, social media is a very dangerous place. It's a very dangerous place, and it's a very dangerous place for all of us, not just any particular person. So you can see somebody going through what they're going through, and you can have an opinion in the background like, oh yeah, look upon them, they should have done this, they should have done that, they could have done this. If it was me, I would have done that. Human behavior, human nature, right? I do what thing I deal with, man. Peter, big up yourself. Davina, big up yourself on a check-in. This is some weird thing. Social media is set up for all of us to be a target of this. Okay? It's how you use it. How you misuse it as well. I keep saying this. It's dangerous. Even our government is confused. Thank you, Joni. I'm glad you know. You think the world's dying, P. The world has been dying for a minute, my brother. The world has been dying for a minute. Since lockdown, since COVID, everything's gone left. All of the level-headed people that used to be level-headed has gone left as well. What the frig's going on? The place is crazy. The place is running red. Jamaica, I wish that my brothers and my sisters in Jamaica would, because you know what it is, we can educate ourselves, we can educate each other, right? But there's so much things online right now to wake us up and to give us that missing knowledge of whatever it is that we're looking or seeking to find out about, or what we're researching or looking deeper into. But we choose to just look on King Mix-Up or, you know what I mean, Sir P, or just these regular pages, because in the captions of these videos is what draws you to the attention, right? But there's more things going on in the world that is going to really affect all of us, no matter all the blogger them we are blog, make them go on blog, car with them now blog about. That soon come for all of us. We need to start waking up and blogging and reaching out and teaching the people them things. Yeah, I watch now. This is why I speak on these things regular as well, because you can't have the headline being this lighter. The minute that King Mix-Up put it on his page, 50 odd bloggers are blogging back the same story that King Mix-Up has put out. If you see Andrew out there posting up something about Donnelly, then you see straight away as theme thing going up on social media, all the bloggers them, they're all captioning the same thing. Donnelly found, Donnelly this, or if they're coming with a narrative, is the same one that's already been put out there. I don't think we need 100 people doing the same thing, no. No. There should be a variation of people doing similar things, and we all come from a different angle, but you understand, we're trying to reach the same goal, we're still trying to spread the same message. What it is, to me, is that the small-mindedness of some of these people that I believe are supposed to be, because I feel like people that are bloggers, vloggers, people that interview people that go on social media, go on lives and speak out on things, I think they should have a level of education where they have a level of overstanding, then they have a level of research where they have a level of overstanding with the things that they're talking about they can go into depth with. But this is not what we're seeing. We're seeing a lot of people blogging about stuff that other people's blogged about. So it's all right for us to re-upload this, and instead of his voice, it's my voice. Instead of her voice, it's your voice. Like, come on. Where is the hard work and the research and the time and the effort that goes into some of these blogs, some of these stories, some of these things that is supposed to enlighten you into anything? It's not there. It's just someone waiting for somebody else to post up something and then they repost it up. It's a bit like the UK. It's a bit like the UK record companies that can't really. They don't know how to market something unless it's been marketed elsewhere before. You know, this is the shit that we're dealing with, and we need to cipher all of this shit, because we need to know who knows what, who's working for the greater good of the people, and who can you who's reputable, whose words, whose effort, whose work is reputable. Listening to everybody, man, I ain't got time for that, brethren. If I want mix-up, I go to King Mix-Up. He's the king of the mix-up. There's no other place to go. Everyone else has got bits and bobs off of his work. If I want to go to some activist work like L.A. Lewis or Andrew or what's the next youth's name? There's a few of them, yeah? But I don't go, it's not everybody you can go and follow, because everyone's following somebody else that's following somebody else. Nah, I'm not on that. Blessed Sunday to everybody though. It's been such a weird day today. I must say it's been a weird energy today, I can't lie. Even the weather's been fluke. It's some weird weather, the weird dark cloud. Energy's not right out here. And I feel like the Most High is not happy with a lot of us. The way that we're living, the way that we choose to live, the way that we know better, but we're still doing what, like, we don't know better. Come on. We're just plain ignorant and just going on like we don't know no better. Nico Refix, Miss T, big up yourself. Max Smith, big up yourself. And who else did I see just a little while ago? Can't remember, but big up everybody playing check-in, you know the chops. It's like we don't know. Like, yeah, we know better, but we don't know if we do better. What kind of sense that make? That don't make no sense. If you know better, you have to do better, and you have to stop doing the fuckery that you was doing before you found the knowing how to do better. But going backwards in life is not what we're trying to do. So the bloggers, them in Jamaica, need to start doing some research on things like the heart machine and chemtrails and just do some research, man. Do some research on the artificial intelligence. They've got a big company that's been set up in Jamaica that they are targeting you. Like, you don't even know it. You don't even know it. You are just doing pop. I did want to touch on a situation that I see unfolding, which makes me remember and realize that a lot of our people still don't, like, all right, enough of us grew up in hardship, yeah? When we grew up in hardship, we always dreamed on the day that we'll be able to take ourselves out of that hardship and put ourselves in a better position and be able to look after our own people and look after our children and do the right things and da-da-da-da-da. And most of us have been able to take ourselves out of these bad situations and you know what I mean? The bad, like, you know what I mean? Using a mad one using a sticky one a little while ago. And the Most High bless you to become an artist, and now you're out of that. Why would you want to still put yourself further deep into that? Why would you want to take that elsewhere with you and perpetuate that same behavior that you're supposed to be trying to run from. Because let me show you something about badness. You see, those that really experience badness, live the life of badness, had badness knocked back on their front door for remind them about badness, those people are really and truly trying to change their world. Like, they're not trying to implement the badness in that world that they're trying to change. Why? Because those that feel it really do know it. And those that experience it really ain't got time to talk about it like we're trying to glorify shit. We just try to take ourselves away from stuff that don't make sense. And we try to put ourselves in a better situation that makes sense for everyone around us as well as ourselves. So, I mean, it's kind of sad to see some of these artists like that get a break. You come out of some trenches, brethren, and you don't get a break to go places I ain't even. I've never been in America. So I see some of the artists them reaching America. I'm glad for you lot. Happy for you lot. You don't know the type of visa we have to go through and the type of documents the people them want for we if we can't reach there, so. And 9 times out of 10, they don't even want us there. They might kick we out and I refuse we. And I send we back on our flight. You lot get a chance to get through the door. Get to the Big Apple. And yeah, we know that they have gun laws out there, gun culture, whatever else. But brother, 52 odd states, and you lot can make so much money from the talent that you have. But you still choose to pick up the badness. Until badness start follow you. Because you see with everything that we do, there's a Elvina, big up yourself. Donna, big up yourself by checking. Junior Grant, big up yourself by checking. Natasha, my sister, big up yourself by checking. And who else me see? Big up everyone on the check-in, yeah? You're supposed to be running from all of that. Why? Because you can't, Jenna, good evening. You are supposed to be looking to change your life for the better because you already had close calls with death. Imagine having like 10 close calls with death. And then you get a blessing that just breaks you away from all of that. You're no longer in harm's way. You put yourself by some pretty palm trees them and some nice condos and, you know what I mean, apartment them, and you drive some nice pretty whip them abroad. Have some nice foreign girl them, and you still choose to bring the dark side back around you and bring the dark cloud over your own head. You's a fool. And that's for any artist. We get a break if you can change something in them life. And out of all of the blessings, them you still choose to drag that dark side back into your world. Then more fool for you. Big up yourself, Donadine. Good evening. Manners and respect this. Press the share button. Please press up that share something there. Press that something there, you know. Yeah. Johans, big up yourself. Big up, great commentary point, brother. Yes, my bro, big up yourself, and manners and respect, welcome on board. It's crazy because I'll be looking at things that I'm aware of the things that are online. Don't get it twisted. I see so much that is online and I'm like, whoa. I'm hearing people sending death threats, them like brawling. Headless message and them something. I hear headless message online and I say, what this? Am I surprised? No. Linnea, big up yourself by checking. I'm not sure. I was watching The Watcher on Netflix and he main character made mention that every 8 years something catastrophic happens. He said something strange is happening in New York. He mentioned WW2 prior to the Civil War. I do feel shift. Miss T. Miss T, big up yourself and be a love. You know the thing. There's some real strange things happening right now. Big up to those that remember the Papa San song. Strange things are happening. Strange. It's no joke. It's real stuff. Yes, it's true. Heard this before. Claire, big up yourself on the check-in. Miss Thierry, yes, I saw that, and it's true. Not every 80 years there is a definite catastrophic madness. But let's not just feed into that though, because they use that. And why do you think, all right, let me break something down. They use the fact that they can post that up, like, yeah, every 8 years something catastrophic happens. Cool. But now they're using the heart machine to now to manipulate what Earth naturally does. You see, the way that the world spins and the way that things progress naturally, Mother Earth, nature, earth, wind, water, fire, the way that all of that progresses and does its own thing, we will still be able to survive some of these catastrophic things that are natural. Because if it's natural, then it's natural. You understand? If people naturally born and dead, then it's natural you're gonna have some collateral damage. Pause. When it comes to the things that I've been witnessing, seeing happening, like when you see 11,000 black birds dying out and dropping and just outside people's houses, thousands of birds. Not every single bird, but one particular race of birds. Spoke on this years ago. Then you look and you see some silverfish them. How much thousands of these silverfishes just floating on the water. And you see 30,000 whales. 30,000 whales washed up. I didn't even know there were so much. But anyway, whales washed up and they look like they've been clubbed. And something ain't happening. Tell you something. You see, anytime you see the birds them flocking one direction, follow them. They're running from something that they can see what we can't see. Anytime you see the birds, more than 15, 20 of them, 30 of them, once they go in one direction over there, so that's on me I drive. Me now go that side there. Big up yourself, Luke. Thank you for the reassurance on that one. There is a podcast about it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to check that out as well, you know, because Wells washed up in exactly the same spot as years before as well. Do you see what I'm saying, Luke? So those that not like, come on, they're gonna fool some people, but they're not gonna fool all of us all the time, bro. They're gonna want to silence some of us that want to speak the truth and wake up our brothers and our sisters. And the way that they're gonna make that happen, they're gonna make you, my people that we've got time for, that we spend time online reasoning and having these kind of discussions that, you know, is making you get to know a bit more about me. They're gonna make you people believe that this man that you've been engaging with for the last 5 years odd, this man's a madman. He needs to be sectioned. He's crazy. That's what they do to our people. They don't embrace them and look into what they're saying and think, oh, maybe there's some truth to what this man's saying. Let's have a look into it. Let's research this. Instead of highlighting that, you know, he's going through so many different emotional distraughts. Let's look into what this man's saying. They don't do that. Yeah, it's mad. The world thing, it was interesting. Therefore, more to that one there, mate. Yeah, definitely, Luke. Tyrus, big up yourself. Patricia, big up yourself. Good evening. I don't know where we're going with life no more. I don't know if... I'm not sure. Trish, big up yourself and good evening. Manners and respect. Press the share button as you guys enter, please. That's the only thing I ask. It's free. If you can do that, I'll be grateful. Manners and respect, everybody. But my thing is this, yeah. There's so much for us to learn that we don't know about, like, as a people. There's so much that Sunshine, big up yourself and good evening. There's so much that we don't know as a people, and we should be learning and getting to know these things so that we arm ourselves with the knowledge to be able to, you know what I mean, go around these obstacles and these things. Mother Earth therefore will have her way, but these people will always venture on the dark side to get what they want with humans. That's right. But humans are so stupid they will they will consent to the madness, and of recent they have used the music to pull in the people to practice the dark side. That's true. Another film to watch is Oldie. Isn't okay. Cabin in the Woods. Cabin in the Woods. The gods of the dark side needs to be fed. I definitely might have to pre that one tonight for real. Joanne, big up yourself on the check-in. Everyone that goes against the grain is labeled crazy. That's for sure. I'm gonna tell you something, right? I don't even care if they could do what they want anyway, because I'm a man that speaks my mind and I'm very level-headed and I'm not against anybody, but here what I am against. I'm against what's bad. See, there's good and there's evil. You see, what's evil is what's wrong. You see, what's good is what's blessed, is what's good, is what's right. So you see, anything that's bad, that is corrupt, that is unjust, I'm against that. And I speak out against that. And you see, anything that is blessed and that is supposed to uplift the people and uplift our people and, you know what I mean? Make us be able to evolve out of one situation into a better one. I'm for that. Some people say that Kanye West is a madman. He's crazy. We have to look at things, right? Kanye West is not mad. Kanye West is one of the few black men that is a billionaire. He's the 10th billionaire. All other rappers that have their little small couple hundred grand here, couple hundred grand there, don't care about none of them. I don't want to hear about none of them. I don't care how good you rap. I don't care how much platinum plaques you've achieved over your time. I don't care how much cars you drive, how big your house is, how big your girl's bum is. I don't care about none of that. All of these rappers today that are all puppets that have been put in front of the camera to fool and mislead all of you, my people. Every single one of them. None of them's gonna tell you what Kanye is telling you. Kanye West has got $111 billion. And he's willing to put his earnings on the line to tell the truth and to wake up our own people. And when our own people look, see, and maybe hear certain things, you don't think I was crazy because you run with the narrative of what's supposed to be put towards you. But this is why we've been going down the rabbit hole the whole time. This is why our people are still killing each other. This is why our people still can't put two pieces of fucking bricks together to, you know what I mean, buy a house, to build a house, buy a block. Since we love the block so much, how comes 10 of us hasn't put our money together and bought a block of flats? We're here to compete against each other, and that's what the system's always put us to do. Compete against each other. Your house is bigger than my house. Your garden's better than mine's. My car's better than yours. Your girlfriend looks better than mine's. All of this below the belt bollocks. All of that shit that doesn't matter. I'll get to the flipping comments real quick. All the world's history has been destroyed to hide our greatness. We are the chosen ones, full stop. Definitely, Patricia, big up yourself. Do you know what it is? There's a lot of chosen ones, you know. There are a lot of chosen ones, but I tell you what, a lot of us don't understand how this thing works. Many are called, chosen are few. Even the few chosen still have to rub shoulders with the many, so we're still gonna have to see all the dark side of what goes on over there as well, innit? Doesn't mean you're not one of the chosen ones. You just gotta know yourself and know what position you play. Play your position. That's it. It is bad that I turn my head at anything bad. I just don't want to know. I know, Donna, but we can't be like that in these times. In this time here, right now, we have to be balanced. Yeah, we need to just be balanced. Life is crazy. We need to be balanced. We can't even be itching. Life is about balance, bruv. Somebody deals with you wrong, I am not dealing with you right. It's about balance. If I deal with you right and you deal with me wrong, I won't be dealing with you right again. It's about balance. Kanye is not mad. They try keep him under mind control, but every time he breaks away, they call him mad. Kanye plays forward for Catch Wise. Big up yourself, Miss T. Ree, and big up yourself, Joni. You know the thing. Kanye West speaks the truth. They can't silence him. Watch him on YouTube. People need to wake up. He's being controlled because he's outspoken. You're right, Natasha. Yeah, look how he was up there with Trump and was respected by him. Not many can say that, even though I don't agree with everything Trump did. Of course. But did you know, like, even people like Supercat and enough of the yard man them linked up with Trump as well before time. You know what I mean? So it's not no rocket science to them thing, to be fair, but to ignore negativity is to abuse our mental facilities, as we need to be able to navigate through. Not bury heads in sands. It's true, we can't bury our head in no sand. We have to deal with everything that's approached or that is in front of us to a degree. If you're able to deal with it, then deal with it. Like, don't turn a blind eye to nothing. Don't just let it go over your head. Don't turn the other cheek. All of those things were a thing of the past. It wasn't for our generation. It was not for our time. Our time has not got a Martin Luther King in our time. Our time right now, it doesn't consist of that. We have a bit of Martin Luther King in most of the brothers, a bit of Malcolm X in most of the brothers, a bit of Marcus Garvey in most of the brothers. We've even got a bit of Bob Marley in most of the brothers. We've even got a bit of Dennis Brown in most of the brothers. Do you understand? There's so much that is contributed to us. Come on, man. And there's a fine line between mad and genius. Luke, you are so right. Definitely right. And the man's a genius, bruv. Most of us are geniuses. We just don't want to tap into it. I don't know why. I know I hear you, but the day I looked off from bad things, I felt better in myself. I can't lie. Yeah, but hear the difference about that now, Donna. It's always okay to turn your eye like you can't see it, and okay, I feel good for it now. But you see, the difference is about this, and I'm just saying it overallly. Like, the difference about that is that when something bad does come and you're faced with it, it's like it's like a triple whammy. It's not like the normal, this bad thing's in front of me and I've got to deal with it. I deal with it. And then it's like 5 bad things box you in your face and knock you out one time. That's why it's always good to deal with things as it approaches you, you deal with it. Otherwise, it will deal with you. Let me go back into the comments then. Obstacles are placed in our path to grow us and make us stronger. Our path has been set from birth. Big up yourself, Joni, you're so right. I used to only focus on the good stuff, but can't be effective if living in denial. You can keep your vibration up and still address the issues that need it. Definitely, big up yourself on that one there, Lene, big up yourself. Luke, you're right. Big up yourself. Natasha says too many are scared to talk up as they're afraid of being cancelled. But you know, this is what I'm saying. Those people that can be cancelled, you gotta understand this. People that depend on a label to put your shit forward, they will cancel you. They put you where you are. People that's never really been outspoken or spoken out, let's say. They've just done the work and just smiled and, you know what I mean? Those people, when they speak out, they'll get cancelled. People that have always been speaking out, but with whatever they speak about, they keep it level, can't cancel them. People that are self-sufficient, self-reliant, and have their own equipment and have their own stuff can't be cancelled. You can only be cancelled by a body of people that work as a unit, right? So left hand speaks to the right. Right hand can't work without the left. That's how their syndicate works. Everybody plays a part. And if you don't play your part, everybody will play a part to get you out and make sure that you're silenced because you've already been there and you know everything already. So that's how they play their dirty games. I've never been in a position where I'm signed to a label and I'm restricted from saying A or Z. And I think that's quite weird. I wouldn't sign myself to be controlled in that way as an individual that is so used to being like outspoken and just creative and freestylish. I don't like to script. I never script anything. You understand? I like to, freestyle things, what I'm doing. So it's gonna be a bit weird. You know what I mean? For me, I couldn't do it. I had to turn my head away and help myself, but I should have explained a bit better. I had to break away from certain things. I hear you though, Donna. Donna, I'm here, yeah, man. That's why they say that's why they say some who have sold their soul. It's true. We don't want to tap into the genius because you're afraid of the truth. What is called cognitive diagnosis. Oh my gosh, Thierry, you're testing me right now after I'm done for us already, you know. You ever know my son that's there already? Yes, sis, too many sell out. There's a whole heap of sell out. And instead of them working with those that they can see is trying their hardest to work and put in their works, they'll just sell us out. They prefer to go against the grain and do that one. You know, the funny style. They do that one rather than keep it real, you know what I mean? So it got some time, man. Yeah, juice. See what I said? Box the microphone. So you know, man, for us already. But we there at talk. And it's Sunday, and it's a nice, I think the weather's really put a lot of people in their house today, you get me? Those that wanted to be out and about doing this, doing that, no, stay in your yard. Stay in your yard today, you know what I mean? Big up my big brother Michael McAnyway, they're my family. But yeah, Kanye, I take my hat off to that man. Because when Jay-Z and everybody else and all these other top celebrities, A-list celebrities that we look up to and think, yeah, my doggy, yeah, that man is for us. Those people are not for you. Those people's been about their self all this time. These people have never dropped any gems on us. Where's the gem? Where's the gem that they've dropped on us that became detrimental to their self? I didn't see it. I see everything that Kanye is doing right now is putting him in a very dangerous light. A very dangerous position for himself. And the sad thing about it is that most of the people that he's trying to wake up and get them to see the light of day probably wouldn't. They probably still won't see the light of what he's trying to get across. They probably still might not understand the tricks and the games that's being played on us as a people. They might still not get the fact that he's trying to teach us how to have self-worth and as a people, how we're supposed to kind of, you know what I mean, gauge together and make it all work. Like, we are actually lost people. When I speak about Jamaican bloggers and stuff, they're just talking about either dancehall, murders, dancehall gossip or murders. And that's the only thing that runs the news in Jamaica right now, and that's crazy. Because there's good things that's happening, but no one's documenting them. There's things that are put in place that people need to know about, and the information is not reaching the masses of people. And you're going to say that we have all these bloggers and people that go online and do lives, but no one is blogging and documenting these important things. Well, if I have to start documenting it, I'm going to just continue to put a shame on most of these bloggers that are over there that should be doing the right work. I shouldn't be seeing multiple of the same captions. It's crazy. It's crazy. Sweet providers, big up sweet providers every time. Big up Realist J, anyway you're there, Realist J. You know the choppings, man. Too many sellouts in our community. Enough sellout, man. Wally pa sellout. Too many sellouts. Not enough people's researching on what we need to do. Because you see what? I realize it's coming like people don't even But it's like we're not even looking forward to the next set of like, I want to see my grandkids, bruv. I want to live to see grandchildren and great-grandchildren. I want to make sure that I'm still here for them, like, no matter what the government's got in place, no matter what's happening. I want to see that. So, in my livity, that's true, Cherry. In my livity, I make sure I'm working and living in that light. So that you understand? And if anything should happen along that way, I know that I've got things in place for my children, for their children. They can, you know what I mean? There's things to learn off of the back of what granddad's done, you know? You know what I mean? Never rated him, but love how he doesn't care what people think of him. Who are we talking about here now? Never rated who? Joni, who you never rate? I just lost bearings for a second. It's because Jamaican culture is a follow fashion culture. Most people won't create anything that doesn't exist already on YouTube. It's true. Media only will highlight bad and negative things regarding black people, anything to keep us suppressed. Yeah, but 9 times out of 10, we are suppressed with self as well. But this is the brainwashing and the conditioning that we need to uncondition ourselves. We have to find a different shampoo for your head. Different shampoo. And wash out the condition there, because the conditioning there, no good at all. That not good at all. In Frost. Yeah. No, Kanye. I rate Kanye. I didn't rate him before, but I've got a respect for that man there that goes beyond any rapper that's out there. All the top rappers out there, I don't rate none of them like how I rate Kanye West. Yeah? Eulinus, good evening. Big up Marlon Henry, my little brother. Big up yourself and big up the full family. The bloggers know that they get more views when they chat about slack stuff, drama and mix up. Cherry, again, right. But if we say, all right, then look, you know, say Andrew Holness got the GM summit and him sell out the whole away, and you know, so them soon I go bring in them little chip and pin, and we will just still live in a tenement yard. Some of we don't even have door number. Some of we don't even letterbox. We don't even have that. Some of we. The things that concerns the Jamaican citizens is what the bloggers are supposed to research and find the findings and wake up the people so that the people have a reason to stay on your page. The people then have a reason to believe in when you post up and say things. They believe in you because they know the time, effort has been put in. But that's not what's happening. You know what I mean? So yeah. I don't like Wagwan, you know, I don't love Wagwan at all. It come like say, you have to be an artist, and from you know what it is about Jamaica, what I don't like about Jamaica anyway, from you got money, everybody's your yes man, as long as you got your money. Yeah, those that don't really have a thing, they're your yes man. Oh man, that even sometimes the bad man them is looking a little thing as well, so it's a bit nuts. It's a bit nuts, bruv. No one don't have their own mind. This is the problem. We need to have our own mind. Money or money not. Have your own mind. Have principles. Stick by this or stick by that. Don't mince your words for people or for the sake of the fact that there's a small change on the table. Fuck that. Stick to what you mean. Mean what you say what you mean. Everine, big up yourself by checking. Art, I love every time. Yeah, but it's the wrong kind of reality that people are interested in. But this is it. They're giving us the free will to go on social, to go on YouTube, go on Google, go on whatever site we want and search for what it is that we want. So is it anybody's fault when they give us a platform that has everything under the sun under it, but then we go to type in and choose to type in this? Instead of going to look over there and look for something that's going to help you to educate your children, help you down the line. No, we go and type in this, the passer, the mix-up, where you just sit down and just listen for half hour. 2 hours worth of mix-up. That's 2 hours of your day you could have been doing something that was so productive, but we've spent 2 hours on King Mix-Up just listening to Mix-Up. Not saying that some days it's not good to listen to King Mix-Up. Call me Mix-Up in a King Mix-Up sometime. We want to hear the Mix-Up, but we have to balance what we're doing. And if we're not balancing what's going on, what is the point? That's what I'm saying. We get a drink in a them place, all right? You know, people, I'm going to get in the comment section. Everyone loves Little Passer, yeah. Little Passer. Not loads. Not everyday passer. Like, let me tell you something. Before, you could look online on YouTube. Once a week, there'll probably be a problem. Like a passer, a mix-up that would last a week on YouTube. Now, if you look on YouTube every day, there is literally at least 15 to 20 headlines on YouTube in regards to Jamaica. None of it is positive. All of it has the regular culprits or the regular suspects. You get me? The usual suspects. The spices, just the regular names that gets brought up every minute. The Sentencia, the Cardi B's, them. You get me? The Nicki Minaj, them. All of this little small passer. Then you got other people like Pretty Don that's saying, "Right, boom, wagwan, hold on. How comes Queen Ifrica's getting involved in this argument with Spice and Cardi B, them, and hold on? Then you don't name Fire Mama." You don't name Fire Mama, say you're supposed to bring the Layla Ikes them together with the coffee them together, and where's the unity of that? And rightfully so, she has a point. So it just goes to show that instead of we doing what's right, we look at somebody else that's doing what's wrong, and we criticize what they're doing when we're doing just as bad. Hypocrisy runs the world, I know that. Hypocrisy, man. I run the world, people. I swear to God, man. Hypocrisy run the world, man. Them something they run the world, Rasta. Bad mind run the world, and them fuckery there. Nothing positive, nothing good. I see you. Nothing good ain't running. I'll just be a negative, I run. And people are... I stopped telling fibs, man. The man says, "Me love the pastor, my life is too boring, me can't lie." And you got sweet providers talking about real talk. You're not killing me. You lot are killing me differently. Different style, different settings. Boy, I don't know enough people. I swear to God, me not too know, but as I said, some things ain't right. And I think we need to look at those things that are not right. You know what I mean? Take a real look at the things that are not right. Look at what's going on around us. What are we doing? What are we trying to do? I don't know what we're trying to do. Kerry, big up Kerry and Campbell. Big up yourself. Manners and respect, babe. Heart of love. I hope all is well over your side. Enough I know me not see for a long little while, you know, so big up yourselves, manners and respect plus enough tax, and good to see you, man. Yeah. There's a plan being played out right in front of our eyes, and most of our people still can't see it because the passer, you see, it's all right to love the passer, you know, but passer will get our lives caught up. Bomba CD, see that one you know? Blow out people, I'ma find me drink. I'ma find a new drink what I like. Yeah, about that rhythm again. I'ma find a new drink what I like. I want big up 50. Big up 50 cents for them new drink. See that new drink here? The raspberry version, bad. I not lie, I endorse that drink here, bad. You know, we have them have a few flavors of them still, so check them out if you can, if you want. Everything in life has a positive and a negative. What we see, hear, what we smell, what we touch, what we taste, it's all about how you know yourself to how you balance life. IG, understand. Walana. Understand the world. Every day you can learn something new if you choose to. Don't look at how people say things, look at the concept. As long as the outcome is the same. Yeah, big up yourself, Sasha, on that one day, you know, you're right. Rupert, my big brother, big up my brother Rupert, anyway you're there. Manners and respect plus enough tax. You're so right. Yeah, no, I know, it's the chaser that I'm using right now. I've got a different little chaser that goes with it, you get me? It actually goes with it, I can't lie, mad thing. One bad little drink, but now I like sweet. It's sweet. Alright, look, cut out that rhythm, I don't want to hear about that one, yeah. Play that one in the background. Cause we don't know what happened to them. In our real life, we don't know. The world's gone nuts, bruv. You got a little girl that passed the other day that in Jamaica, and you know, yesterday found a little girl's body. She was an influencer. She was a young lady that was on social media doing her thing. And I see that there was some certain comments that was floating about, some horrible comments floating about, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Where's the humanitarians in the world? Where is people that's got empathy for those that go through things in life? You know what I mean? Like, the world is a horrible place where we're at right now, and that's the reality. There is a time and a place for everything. Pleasantly, I am pointing out to my children and grandchildren the living history which is unfolding in front of us all. Thank you. Big up yourself for Uliness, manners. You know what I mean? This is where we're at in life. I think everyone thinks it's a joke. It's only when you realize that there's no more, you go on social media, electric cut out, everything cut out. You know, when everyone wakes up and realizes there's no electric, there's no nothing. Huh? That's when people are gonna realize, Ruskla, I'm stuck. They already tested us, man. They've already got things in place. They've got things in place for all of us. We got man like Dr. Dre, and them boy, they're sitting down learning how to do the hologram shows for dead people so that they can bring dead people alive and, you know, make them put on shows and have people like us paying money to go and see people like Tupac again. Like, come on. What does that mean for us that they're doing artificial intelligence on? Like, that means now put the intelligence that they use to create the hologram performance with the Tupac and Snoop Dogg, and then look at the fact that if they merge that info and the technology of that with artificial intelligence, it's gone. It's gone. They don't need none of it. And forget about cloning. They don't need to clone on that level no more. That's dead. They clone you on a level where it's just a projection of your clone. It's a projection of your performance. It's a projection of your speech. It's a projection of just you. It's a projection of your podcast. Like now, I'm sitting there doing a podcast. Soon it's gonna be a thing like, raw. How do you know that I'm actually here? How do you know? It's gonna get that deep. Like, you're not even gonna know if is Patrick actually sitting here? Is he real time, or it's already that? But most of you ain't looking at it like that. You lot are just thinking, oh, it's all just normal thing. No. Technologies move forward. From me being hacked and being targeted by stalkers and shit, I've learned a lot by what these people are capable of doing to us, much less what normal human beings are able to do to other normal human beings. Until we're aware and ahead of technology, knowledge, until we guard ourselves and arm ourselves with the knowledge of what is going on with the tech world, then half of us have no place to speak because we don't know shit. We have to know what's going on. We have to be in the know, not the finding outs. We have to be in the know. We always find out at last minute, or we always find out the hard way, or we always just find out when we've been caught up. But how about finding out now so that we can navigate ourselves in the right way? This is what we're supposed to do. Each one teach one, one hand can't clap. And that's my slogan. I've been saying this. When is our people gonna wake up? Even green screen is an illusion. Look from when? Look from when? Look from when I've been I bust green screen from beginning of lockdown, and I've tried everything with green screen, and I've been doing a lot of pop with green screen to the point where I'm even interviewing myself side by side. Like, come on. So there's things that a normal character could be able to do in his own world, in his own home, with his own equipment. You don't have to be a part of a company to do these things. Is what I've, like, I've used lockdown to teach myself a lot of things, but that's one of the things that I've learned through lockdown, that you actually don't need to be with any major company to do any major thing that you want to do. You just got to think major. The idea in your head has to be major, and then you got to figure it out. Well, the idea is already major, so figuring out how to conquer or how to execute that major move and to make it manifest, bringing it into light, that's supposed to be scratching at your head already. The minute it does that, you go and you ask Google what you need to ask it. It will tell you what it needs to tell you. Ask YouTube what you want to ask it. There is a tutorial to show you what it is you're trying to figure out how to do. I don't think that there's anyone on planet Earth today that has an excuse for why we don't know something, or why we're not armed with information of many different things, as information's freely there, is readily there. It's there, man. Defo sis, and people still get caught up believing it's real. Yeah, you're right. You're so right. That was a key point right there, Joni. Trust me, green screen. Because you know what? I've been thinking about bringing back my green screen. I ain't used it for a long little while, but I've been thinking about bringing it back myself and using it in different little ways and for other little purposes and boom bang. But you know what I mean? Like, most people just don't understand, man. It's not even about that. Right now, it's just about the message. The message. Do you get the message when you go on certain pages? When you go on certain platforms? Are you fulfilled with what you hear? Are you easily satisfied with information that you've heard? Is it some little shallow info thing? Is it some deep thing that's made you go and look further deeper into something else? Because that's what deep information does. That's what real thinkers and that's what real bloggers and real podcast people do. We make you go and look in different areas at different things. Why? Because it wasn't something that you was looking at before. Why? Because we don't just bring normal, regular convos to the people and have these regular dead out conversations about passes and what, because we can all do that. But there's other things that when we switch off from this, we research into that, we engage in this. We have different conversations with different types of people that we have around us. So it's not just the regular convo of an everyday passer and boy, a man get killed. Yeah, but use it in the right way, not to deceive people. Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. You know, anytime it's a breaking news, you always see the news round and one bag of thing, but I never ever had a table when I was doing that then. Now that I've got the table, I can actually do the news round and have it looking like a proper news round if I really wanted to, you know? So, for sure, it's not about deceiving people, but, you know what I mean? Making you expand your horizon type thing. Yeah, that's right, Luke. Yeah. It's what we're supposed to be doing. Trust me. So big up to Kanye West anywhere you is, my brother, you know. You're not gonna reach everybody. But to some significant people that need to hear what's being said, you know what I mean? We can do the maths. And we know how to pick sense out of nonsense. And big up to Piers Morgan for giving him the platform also to speak, because, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people sometimes get blocked, and even though everyone else blocks you, there's always still those 1 or 2 people that still allow you to get heard. So big up to those people that allow that young man there to be heard, because he's still got something to say and it's relevant. And as you can hear all the helicopters over my head, that was like 3 different helicopters, and I don't understand what's going on. But something's always going on. Never there is always 2 sides to a story in life. Never be fooled. Always look at things from 2 different angles. Yeah, it's good to do that for sure. That is very not widely practiced though. Not everyone does that, but it's good to do that. It's always good to have 2 sides of everything. And then you can make your own summary of what you've heard, and you can decide who you believe from who you don't believe for whatever reasons it may be. I'm a firm believer of that as well, for real. Play about that something. I see a lot of people checking out and checking back in. I don't know what's going on because I can't see no comments, so I don't know what's going on here. I feel like there's a lot of comments that is not getting shown. What is this? I just want to see something. Okay, it is being shown, but I'm not seeing. Don't know what I'm going, but we're there, man. We're still there. Rihanna, big up yourself on the check-in. Cherry, big up yourself, you know what the chop is. Maddox Angel, big up yourself, you know the chop. Divine, big up yourself. Joni, big up yourself. And big up to everybody playing check-in. Boss another share for me, please. Boss back on next share. Play that shot, yeah, killer P. Play that shot, yeah. Take your time and boss back another share. Right, you know, take 2 minutes and just boss a share for me, please.
You can say what you wanna say, but we are the realest podcast on the blood clot planet. And I know the haters can't stand it, and I know YouTube can't ban it. You can say what you wanna say, but we are the realest podcast on the blood clot planet. And I know that YouTube can't ban it, and I know the haters can't stand. They can't stand what we're on. No. But look from where we begun, they only wanna see the killer roll with a gun, fence running me down, telling the killer man run. But we done that. We run forward, we not run back. Some man them don't talk positive, they only come in the block with their gunshot. I told them G-A-N-G, cause right now we guiding a new generation. They get the youth, them I'm in a race. None of them can't box me in my face. I feel put some big man back in their place. None of them ain't match fit. They only walk on podcasts, forget water and chat shit. So talk your mind. Left some of them boy if you walk the line. None of them not live no life like mine. It's all cool, brother, everything's fine. Some say talk your mind. You have something to say, brother man, talk your mind. Cause everything's cool and fine, but you not live no life like mine. It's mad in all the world. Lying to your family and lying to your girl. Man, fear reason.
Let me just send out a message to the ghetto youth then, please. Ashanti, big up yourself.
Them love, trick ghetto you, kill ghetto you. That's why me have to walk in a real ghetto wood. Father God say I know say me not lie. In a them institution we not die. Ghetto people fi come together, make money spread love. Maybe kids grow together. Me want to see the ghetto youth to live longer, and the whole of me black race I get stronger. No, we not dead for hunger. We are hardworking people, hard worker. We have job now, we don't need job center. Member who dig the whole underground for the troops, so the whole of London them can turn travel up. We are not slave, we don't need slave master. They want the war, we follow the new world order. Real ghetto youth in the world member. You can say what you wanna say, but we are the realest podcast on the blood clot planet. And I know the haters can't stand it, and I know YouTube can't ban it. You can say what you wanna say, but we are the realest podcast on the blood clot planet. And I know that YouTube can't ban it, and I know the haters can't stand.
They can't stand what we do. They can't stand what we're on. Come on. Why can't we all just get along in life, huh? Life is priceless. We've only got about 70 years on earth. If we're lucky, some of us live till 80s and the 90s. And if we're extraordinarily lucky, we live to see the hundreds. But why can't we just live in love and unity and just go through? No one don't have to like anyone to go through in life. Auntie Bernadette, manners and enough respect every time. Yeah, why can't we just live in love and unity and just get on? And when I say love and unity, I mean, you don't necessarily have to love somebody or respect them or rate them or like them. Just let them live. Where's the live and let live policy? Where's that gone? Why is it live and let die? Huh? How comes we just want to live and let everybody dead? As long as we are living, we don't care. Left them for dead, man. Let them. The world is a wicked place. That's all I'm saying. Me see some things, I mean, I like the things when I see. I don't even like half of the stuff that I hear. You see me? Me turn blind button, me go on like me as hard sometimes, cause yeah, it's just a lot of negative and unwanted energy that I don't think. Who wants to engage in all of that for what? It doesn't benefit us. It doesn't help us as a people to move forward. We all are getting opportunities left, right, and center. Why can't we just do good with what we get and make the best out of it and get on with life and live happily ever after? Even if we don't get along with those over there, leave them to stay over there. As long as they don't come over here, it's not a problem to me. I'll tell you, I'm a diplomat in many ways. Yeah, I will let you slide all day long. As long as you don't think you're doing anything funny, because you do one thing funny, I'm going to wolf pack you quicker than you could ever friggin' think. But I'm never the aggressor, so I'm always willing to allow those that are the aggressors to be over there. Get on with your life, and I'll just live over here because I just want to live happily ever after. You know what I mean? No, we don't live like that. We're not living like that. We're living in a state of I have and you as long as I have, I don't care what. Yeah. And if you have, me have to watch, I have to bad mind where you have until me can get something. And even when me get something, everybody are bad mind me for when me have. When you're but it's the same person that's just got something that's still watching other people. Come on, this is crazy. How can you actually, like, you know, like when Garnet Silk says, them belly full but them starving, have a lot and still wanting. Job without you empty, clean me up with your mercy. You know, them song there is put out there for a reason, because enough man them's belly's full, but they're going like they're starving, brethren. Their belly was full long time. Peter, big up yourself, Peter Walker, big up yourself, my bro. Like, enough man's belly was full long time, but they still go on like they're starving, and they can see other people that's starving and they still don't want even those people to eat. That to me is the wicked side of people. That's the wicked side of human beings that I can't tolerate. I can't stand it. I hate that side. We get to a certain age and become wise. Our priorities, wants and needs change. It's then that peace and unity becomes a priority. Yeah, Davina, Paul, big up yourself. Joni, that was so right. Spot on. But a lot of us are still trying to be young. A lot of us are still trying to be like the youngers that's out there on the road right now. We're not them. The younger ones, they're our little brothers. We have to guide them. We have to keep reminding them that we are the elder ones by doing what's right, what they ain't done yet. So when they see us doing what's right, they respect us for the right that we do. So when you speak to them, they have time for you because they respect you. Doesn't mean you don't have to be a bad man for the youth them to respect you. You just got to be talking sense to the youths them because they know sense as well. These are the generation of metaphors. It's a generation of metaphors. When we were analog, they were digital. So when you're trying to pull wool over there, they saw past that long time ago. That's why they don't rate half of the elders. So you gotta know when you're talking to the youth them, you have to, guiding the new generation. Big up yourself, Divine. Be a love, cause you know the thing already. Guiding a new generation, gang. That's what we stood for. That's what we stand for. That's what it is. It's still that every day until the day we're dead. You know what I mean? We're trying to guide a new generation, not to an old way of thinking. because that didn't get us anywhere. So I'm not going to try and guide a younger generation to do the same thing that I done, when half of the things that I done in my life put me in places that I shouldn't have been and wouldn't have wanted to be. No, I'm going to guide a new generation to a new way of thinking. A way of thinking that is not contaminated like what we was taught. What we was taught was contaminated with the wrong way of thinking and the wrong way of approach, the wrong way to deal with things, and we think is right. So that's what it is. That's what I stand for, you know? And hopefully there'll be more man them that steps up, that has a story, that has been there, that's played the part, that's got the t-shirt, that is now willing to open the eyes of some of these young youths as well. And, you know what I mean, do some mentoring work and do some one-to-one work with the youth them, talk to the youth them, because you know what, without you lot, with you lot being absent, the man them that has the experience, the man them that had been through going to prison, the HMPs, the Felthams come right up, the Belmarsh, the high security things, one bag of thing. Being shipped out to country where your family can't even come and visit you, you're being out there for over a year and odd. You know what I mean? Like, if without you guys stepping forward and putting yourself in a position to then being able to guide these next generation youths, they are only going to employ those textbook mentors, you know, the textbook workers that has never lived that life, but they went to university, they went to college, they went to university and studied about this community kind of stuff, you get me? And now they're in that position. But the youths of today can't relate to that, because you can't pull the wool over no one's eye in today. Not today. No one's eye you can't pull the wool over. So when you're gonna put some well-spoken young man just because he's black, you know, in a community center with a bunch of youths that are from an estate, this young man's never lived in an estate. He has no, you know what I mean? This man, he doesn't, what is he gonna know about an estate? He doesn't even know that there's cribbits and corners. He doesn't even know where the bins go. People hide things. When things are, man, them do put, wouldn't understand it. It takes those that has been through it, that was a part of the problem, to be a part of the solution, because only then when we speak will these young ones listen to us, because they can see that they identify with what we're speaking about, you know? Not some different spoken guy that doesn't speak the language and that doesn't come from where they come from. No, it's gonna be kind of crazy. So we need more of the brothers them to step up and, you know what I mean? Every man plays a purpose and has a purpose out here, you know? You just have to find your calling and just stick to the script. That's right, we try to show the youngers, but they're not ready. We have to make them believe it, because right now, they can't see a future. Joni, you see how sad that is, and it's so true. Bitter pill to swallow, but it's so true. The only competition in life should only be with your inner self. Everything is a test. It's how you manage the test of life. That's what makes you the survivor. Big up yourself, Sasha, on that one. Like, you're so right on that one there. Hopefully I guided my son the right way, P. I'd hate him to be in a place I was and around the things we were. You're right, Luke. This is not what we're not working hard as parents to be parents, to see our children go down the same, you know what I mean, dead end that we was once running down that dead end. You know, we wasn't even walking or creeping down there. We was running towards it like mad people. Exactly, Luke. And you changed in good time. It's so right, man. It's crazy times we're in, and it's our children and our grandchildren that's the targeted ones right now. They're the ones that's being targeted through the music, through the food, through the documentaries they're putting on, through the chicken shops that's on every road in the communities. Like, why is it in our community that there's like 4, 5, 6 chicken shops on one road? Well, why is that? Why is there like 3, 4, 5 off licenses on one road? Why is that? People don't question these things when you go up to these rich places, you don't find any of that. They have a co-op, it closes at 7 o'clock, the whole place is sleeping by 8, and it's the routine like that. They have one pub in the whole community, and the whole village goes to that pub, and everyone knows everyone's business, and that's how they live. So why is it in our little rural, little city where we are, in Brixton, wherever, like in the places where it's built up of poverty, bridging, estates, blocks, why is estates, blocks side by side with off licenses and chicken shops? Those people that live in those estates and blocks have to work. Those children that have to use those chicken shops is because their parents they're not able to give them a cooked meal. Not every day, because they're forced to work. And it's like slavery. Because no matter how much we work, we can't see what we're working for. And betting shops. Yes, you're right, Joni. True. Mm-hmm. Do you see what I'm saying, Jones? There's certain things that is not stocked in certain areas, and it's for a certain reason and purpose. In those areas, it's usually wine and beer. There's hardly spirits of like the Cirocs and the Kvass and the Hennessy. You might have them in some of the places still, but usually you gotta go into a Tesco's to get that. And just not on no off license on no corner and man. They're mashing us up, we're mashing up ourselves. We can't even see we can't see the trick. We can't see the trick before our eyes. We can't see that it's we that's getting played. We, not no colour, not no black people, we, the community, we. I don't want to feel like it's some black thing I'm talking, no black thing. Every one of us, Indian man, Chinese man, white man, black man, every man. Same goes for every woman. Yeah? We're being tricked. It's about, let me show you something. In this country, it's very sad that it's about class. It's about class. People believe that it's about their class. It's not about racism, it's about class and prejudiceness and shit like that. High society people don't ever believe they're in a class like the lower class survivors. Lower class survivors is us. We're the lower class of society, the lower class of society. In that lower class of society that is strugglers, workers, jugglers, hustlers, and every other frigging thing, that's all of us. That's not just black people. That's every race. So when I'm speaking on stuff, I'm speaking on stuff from a genuine overall point of view. Never ever think I'm just speaking from a black point of view. Oh, black people this. No, this is England. I'm aware that England's very crazy and it's very hard to get our voices heard here or to get things changed here. So you've got to know that it's an overall problem that you got to be looking at. Overall problems that affect all of us rather than just affects me. If there's 50 man that say that we've all got the same problem, we come from all different backgrounds, then we've got strength in that number. Why? Because it's not just us, it's our background, our culture and everything else that stands for us as well. So never get it twisted. This place is a serious place. We have to know how we're dealing with things and be articulate enough to articulate things in the right way sometimes, because that's what's going to help us, you know what I mean? There's so many things working against us already, so yeah. What was I watching the other day? What was it I was watching the other day? I saw something, I said I was going to talk on it and then it gone out of my head. What is it I said I was going to reason about that something, you know? It gone out of my head. Anyway. Anyone want to give me our reasonings? Let's show up that line number phone, right? You know, so. Doop, 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 doop. Like, you know what? 2 weeks straight we've had Donna on the hotline call, you know. Crazy. You can't make Donna be putting on a for shame, you know. I done and Maddox Angel alone, you know, I call up, you know. So I don't know what I go on, I want to see who else I go call in and give me a reasoning in the night, yeah, you see me? Blow, I'm a belly me just here? Nah, man, I could have never that, man. One sound effects. You know one sound effects? Yeah, man, me hear one sound effects kick off little while. You see it? Alright, I would go so far as to say that some parents need to be at home with certain children. Some children need to be extra discipline, care and love. When you're out working, that child may go down the wrong path, and then it is so hard that brain them in. I know, Eulinus, you're right, but listen, you have to understand this. Like most of these parents that are in these block of estates that do live close by to the Morleys and the chicken shops, the Roosters, favorite fried chicken, every other friggin' chicken. They can grill chicken, milk chicken, any chicken. See? These parents actually have to work, Reggie, because they're not willing to just sit down and accept what the government's willing to give them. And I applaud those people. No, I take my hats off to those people because they're trying their hardest to see a better tomorrow. But hear what? It's just sad that they go so far to put in that work, to see that tomorrow for their children. And it just doesn't turn out the way that they expect because the odds already are stacked against them. If you think you're being the best parent by going to work and working all the hours that God sends, right? Going to work and doing all that, that's cool. You can financially do what you need to do for your child, and they might never go without there. But there's always going to be a lack, you know? So you're doing the most by putting in the work. Like me, I put in the work. I'm always doing something. I'm always out and about doing the most. So when you're busy in that area and you become established in your area and you're busy doing the work that you're known to do, and you know there's a demand for you. Now you're lacking as a parent because the eyes are off and you're not as available, or you're just not as obtainable as you should be for your children. And that goes for every working one of us. Is what I'm trying to, like, you understand? But I'm trying to show you the dynamics of when you see people that live on a road different to people that live in block of flats and estates, how they're dealing with us. Like, the youth them ain't gonna see that that's a problem. We, the parents, we don't know what they're putting in these foods. The triple M burgers and all these weird things. We don't know what they're putting in the ingredients. We don't know what it's doing to our children. We don't know if some of the behavior of our children that is out there is caused by some of these foods that are being ate so regular by the same young boys, young men, young girls, young ladies. We don't know because we ain't done that research. We don't know because we ain't got those answers. Something's wrong, but I don't know. Yo, and speak up yourself, manners and respect. Good evening. Yeah, we don't know. But something, and a lot of different things are affecting the young youth them of today. And I strongly urge the youth them, as they're releasing bigger canisters. No longer are you seeing the little silver canisters out on the roads no more. You're seeing the big long canister something there. And people are dying, brethren. People are turning up brain dead like cabbage because of these helium balloons that people are blowing, and after drinking so much alcohol, after taking so much drugs and doing the most, then you're blowing those balloons. Be careful of what you're doing is all I can say to all of you out there. I would never be blowing and taking these things. I don't know where this culture come from. I don't know who introduced it. I've always looked at it as weird, and I'm not a part of that world. You know what I mean? I'm totally not a part of that world. Who's calling in today then? You yam too much chocolate biscuit, no? Too many processed food must have some sort of effect. It does, but we are not we're not seeing it as a problem. So because we ain't seen it as a problem, we ain't looked into it to gain no answers on that. I've been in both, grew in a flat and I stay now in a house. Preferred where I was growing up. It was more of a community. No, that for sure, but that was the time though. The times as well though, Joni, man. Times are different. Advantages and disadvantages in both those ways of living. Trust me. You know what? You're right. Cause we got see, like living on the road. Cause you're right. I lived in flats most of my life, flats in the States the most of my life. I've only just moved into a house now, but I'm saying the difference is kind of weird. The dynamics of coming from a community where, even though everybody know your business and in everybody business, and it's a lot still. When you're on the road like now, everyone minds their business. Everybody don't mind them business. Everybody gone in at them house and gone go do them because everybody's got things to do. So much so. Where's the phone number? Hold on. So much so that you could actually dead in your yard. Yeah. And maybe none of these neighbors would actually knock your door after 3 days. Not even to see if you've been alright. Like, there's been times I've been sick and my car's been parked outside for 3, 4 days, 5 days at a time, maybe the whole week. And nobody ain't checked in on my road. I'm just saying. Get me? Not one. See it there now? It come like troublemaker want make trouble in the night, I know, car. One of our favorite show them down. Yeah. Alright, so what time now? Cause you know we deal with timing and them something there, you know. The time and place for everything, you know. Alright. We're getting there. Moved to give my son a better life, a safer life, but now he gets bullied in school where he doesn't know anyone. If we were still in South London, people would have backed him. What? Moved to give my son a better life, a safer life, but now he gets bullied. What? That's ongoing right now. Hold on. Hey, Joni, are you saying that's ongoing right now? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Are you crazy? We go and talk about this. No, you're mad, bruv. I don't care where the school is. Don't big up yourself. You can't even trust fresh products as they spray them with pesticides. You're right, Dawn. Big up yourself and good evening. Sunita. Good evening, my sister. I hope you're good, you know. Be a love, manners and respect plus tax. Derek Doris Dimples. Where you going with that? I don't know what that's about, you know, don't know. Yes, remember I was telling you. Ox Angel. Alright. Bianca, big up yourself on a check-in. Nah, mate. Listen, I'll personally go down that school. Are you crazy? Listen to me good. You see, when it come on to this bullying thing, I used to get bullied in school, you know. One second, we got a caller. Good evening.
Evening, P.
We have Donna up on the line again. Hold on there, Donna. Just pause for 2 seconds. Let me finish what I was saying before you called, yeah?
Go for it.
Alright, so boom. So when I was young, I used to be bullied as well. See? And that's how my journey started, where the teachers would turn a blind eye to other people, other students trying to bully me in school. And this, I'm talking from primary school. This was happening. And this is actually a real problem in school systems that needs to be rooted out and needs to be aired out and needs to be publicized and you know what I mean, schools and teachers and head teachers needs to be exposed, because they would always see when I would retaliate, and then they'll call me the bully. They would never see when the other people was bullying me. They'll only see when I retaliate. And yeah, that was the record of my life, moving forward from infants to juniors, from juniors to, you know what I mean, secondary, from secondary onwards, and it's always been the way. So I don't like bullies. I hate bullies, and I will always bully the bully, and that's what I'm here for. And yeah, so don't worry, Joni. I'm gonna be on the case with that one there. You have to wait in line, bro. What? Why I have to wait in line? Yo, no man, me put on a balaclava, send me in, man. We go undercover around there and go deal with the whole of them in round of that school there. What them feel like? Dana.
So you're gonna sing to me as well?
You think me name Big Chain? You think me fool? Me no fool, nah man. Me no even have them vice there. Me no have them vice there. I don't have them vice there. I'm sorry. Right.
Oh, sorry, I rang up at a serious conversation. I'm sorry about that.
You like to do that because you like to change the narrative. So what we doing tonight then, darling?
No, well, you know what? I'd call quickly because you know hubby comes to bed early because he's up early in the morning. So I thought, no one else is ringing in.
Nah, because
everybody else.
Everybody's scared of calling. I don't know why. Doris, big up yourself. They always blamed the accusers as bullies.
Big up Dimple,
and
Derek,
troublemakers. Yeah. Hate bullies. Sweet providers, big up yourself by checking. True.
Yeah, big up everybody.
So you say
everybody. Do you know what? This isn't obviously a very serious topic, but it's one that's been on my mind. Right, let me just finish this, before people start commenting.
Go on.
I want to know how people feel about
Yes, I can.
Two people that you love so much have a beef together, but you're okay with both of them. The question I want to ask is... Start
again. What did I miss? Start again, please. Start again.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Two people that you love dearly have got a beef, but you haven't. Okay, Let me give you an example. Right, I love you. Let's say, Tasha, I'm going to pull you out the bag. Yeah, the first one that just come in my head. Say I love P and I love Tasha.
Yeah.
But you two have got a beef. Would you expect me not to be okay with Tasha? Or would Tasha expect me not to be okay with you just because you two got a beef?
I think Tasha would... No, I'm not saying Tasha, but I'm just saying I think the female would more take that approach than the male, because the male really doesn't care. He doesn't care who you speak to. He's really... he's tunnel visioned usually. A proper man would be tunnel visioned and really don't care who you speak to. But a woman is more emotional and maybe might take that emotional stance and say, but holding feelings, like, why are you speaking to them? You know what I mean? I don't know. Sometimes it gets like that.
I've had a bit of mixed emotion on this one. It's really weird because I'm a person. I'm a big girl. I'm not no little girl in a playground. Do you understand what I'm saying? So for me, if two people that I know and love and that are friends of mine, if they have a problem, I'm a person to say, well, listen, I've got my friendship with this one, I've got my friendship with that one.
True.
I'll keep it separate, but that person can't come to me slagging off that one can't come to me because I'm not going to entertain that.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that say they're not going to entertain that, and they actually do. They sit down. They actually sit down, listening to both sides and saying, is it? No, that's fuckery. Is that what they done? Don't lie. And then wait for you to call and then do the same thing, and it's back and forth, and then that's where it gets messy, and then that's when that third person gets called into the argument because you've done too much. Don't lie, and then brought back this and gone said that, and then nobody never tell you if it says nothing. But that's how it go.
Yeah, that's true. That was a quick easy one.
Expect that just depends on the people themselves. It's true still, Natasha, you're right. Lost a niece
took her life 3 days before her. So that is awful. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Do you see what I'm saying about bullying? Like, it's a serious thing, man. You and this, I definitely send condolences on that one, because you see children, like the youth them, shouldn't go through feeling like how you see when you're young, you don't know how to articulate your feelings and put it into like proper words. These youths them that are like those kind of ages, 12, 13. Do you know what that does? They're supposed to be living their best life, like looking forward to their 14th birthday and what they're gonna receive for Christmas and all the other best. Like, are you crazy, bruv? Bullying? Are you? Yeah.
I know, it's horrible. That's one of the most horriblest things, I think, bullying. Horrible.
A lot of people condone bullying. Even a lot of adults might condone it and might not even acknowledge that that's what they're condoning. But bullying is a thing that I've experienced firsthand, and I've seen a lot of my close relatives and, you know what I mean, loved ones, friends, and etc. go through this. You know, I came from an area that was built on bullying and people that had to be stronger than others. If you was stronger than the next man, then you was the man, and if you was the weaker one, then yeah, you're nobody really. We came from that, so you know we had to become stronger than the bully to bully the bully, so that the bullying would stop. We started defending those that were bullied, and targeting the bullies. And that's how my respect came about. My respect never come about by bullying people or being the aggressor of things. No, my respect in my community came about by me defending my community, defending people of my community, and because of people doing or bringing harm to them for no reason, or trying to force them to do something they shouldn't have to do, like, oh, go and rob that woman's handbag. Are you fucking mad? Get out of here, come. Get me? We're not on
No,
that.
I might sound like a right twat here, but I just can't, because you know me quite well, P, and you know that I'm a good, good-hearted person, yeah. But I just cannot get my head around why any human being can be so horrible like that. I know I sound like a twat, but I'm just saying, because I'm such a nice person, I haven't got a bad streak in my body, and it sickens me to my stomach. Look at that lady now saying about her niece. Do they not fucking, about the story, do they not effing know how bad and how this, it like affects people?
Do you know what?
It's such a disgusting thing, man. It really is.
Donna, Rihanna said, I think the parents of the bullies need to get couple thumping their face in front of their child. My opinion. And do you know what? Sometimes, do you know what? That could actually work depending on the individual. But I tell you why, I would work with that as well to some degree on certain scenarios, is because these habits, these behaviors, these traits are things that are learnt somewhere, yeah? And you see these young bullies that are at school bullying children, it's sometimes, if you look into it deeper, you realise that some of these children are witnessing their mum being bullied by their fathers in the household, and they're acting out what they've seen, and they think that it's a good thing because they're the same ones that's going home and witnessing it. We are sitting there talking about it, but look at the deepness of what I've just said. Like, that child that's going to school bullying another child is most probably at home watching his mum or watching her mum being bullied by the father. Does that make sense? Like, so playing out what we learn or what we're exposed to is usually what children do. Is that not what children do?
Yeah, it's true. You've got a point there. But look at what about all this grooming? I hear a lot about someone I know very dear to me was groomed into, gang life and whatever. And it's very, very sad, because when you look about, like how sweet this girl was, and now like,
yeah,
she's fucked basically. Because she's being groomed, and I mean these people that are grooming people to do this and do that for them, and I don't know, man. It's just horrible. It's a sad world.
Do you know what? You know what breaks my heart? What hurts me is that it's very hard to get the power to have these young youths around you, meaning for them to want to listen to you. And if they're falling into the hands of people that's only willing to stir them down the wrong route because they didn't go down that route themselves, that's where it's heartbreaking. Because look, when I was growing up, it wasn't just my parents that taught me things. I mean, The abuse
Are you
can
there,
come.
Steve?
Hold on, thanks for that. Thanks. Hold
Oh.
on. All right, well, I'm going to get back to that in a minute. Maybe if actually should go and do a talk at yours underscore and stamping out. Yeah, of course. All of that is on the table, Sasha. You're so right. What was I going to say now in regards to this? I just lost my train of thought.
Was you talking about the grooming? Was it something to do with that? Or?
Yeah. See, if I had access to, because I had to be around other people as well, like other elders. You know, as a child growing up, I had to brush shoulders with so many different people, and it's just fortunate that some of them gave me good words of wisdom on my journey. You know, that made me very aware of certain things that was going on around me, and to be vigilant in certain areas, and to be mindful of this and be mindful of that and careful of this, and you know, they didn't actually send me down the dead end road or garden path. No, they didn't do that. But there's only a few of them. There's hundreds of them that was willing to send me down a garden path. There was hundreds of them that was willing to use and misuse the youths. This is all that's going on today. Same way, nothing ain't changed from then till now. It's just that it's got worse. It's the youth them doing it to the youth them. It's not just big man doing it to the youths no more. It's the youths are doing it to the youths. That's facts. So how do we curve it? How do we curve it? And then when you look at the youths them that are listening to the elders, it's the elders that they're listening to that is condoning what the youth them are doing. So how do we find back a balance there? That's what I'm saying. That's kind of crazy. And we have changed completely how our parents brought us up. That's right, Derek.
Yeah, that's right.
It's peer pressure. Tina, you're right as well. Peer pressure does have a big part to play. And look, most of the stars today are younger and younger. They're like the youth them's age group now. You know, the youth them really want to. I feel like they feel like they have to compete with what they see. It's like a competition of what's there, what's been put in front of you. Now I've got to act it out or be harder than that. I've got to go. I've got to do. Yeah, I understand. Worse damage than that. I've got to go harder than them, man. I've got to do all of that. That's what this is.
True.
I think it's sad.
I'm reading the comments now. I'm just trying to read the comments and keep
social media and certain films, definitely. Peer pressure. Where was it? Someone said something I didn't get to see. Sasha. Yeah, so maybe you should go into the schools and whatever. Yeah, I agree with that one for real.
I mean, are we ever going to get to the end of it? I don't think we are. I'd love to say that we will.
Get to the end of what?
To the end of all this madness, Pete.
No, because you see, we got to look at those that are feeding and fueling the madness. Where is it coming from? Who's the puppet masters of the madness? Who stands to gain every time the youths kill each other in our communities, in our poor communities where they've gentrificated that same community, and really we are the outsiders of that community when we've been here 30 odd years, 40 years. Like, come on. So much things are off key. They've set it like this to be absolutely upside down. We are absolutely just barely surviving. You know, everyone that used to live in love and used to grow together, go to school together, and everyone hates each other. Everyone's at each other's guts. I don't know, how did we get to here? Like exactly. So quickly. Like Natty Nat Martin, big up yourself. How did we get here so quickly? Like on a level. In the last 3 years, from the beginning of COVID, everything went left. No one can't say that it didn't. It went left, fully left. Few days before COVID, few weeks before COVID, we knew something was up. We was talking about what? 5G. No one's talking about 5G no more. The minute that COVID came in, took precedent of everything. Lockdown came in, took precedent of everything. People were dying left, right and center. Our loved ones were dying with no answers, took precedent of everything. Most of us wasn't allowed to get into the hospitals and visit our people at the times of them being admitted in the hospitals. It messed up everything. People
Yeah.
had businesses that they just started and just, you know what I mean, got a lease on a property over there, started getting carpentry done and lighting and plumbing and boom, boom, boom. Shut down. No one can't move. No movements. A lot of people's business flopped. When the government decided to give out their handout of the 30 to 50,000 for those that had done their last tax year, they filed their tax forms and etc. A lot of people took advantage of that, but a lot of people didn't even know what they were taking advantage of. Most of the real people that it affected, that 50,000 or that 30,000 covered them for what the shortfall of what they just had, basically. They had an extra year before they had to pay back that 50,000. This year is the year that most people are paying back everything now. Look at what
hold on a minute. You know all that money that they paid out to people?
Which one?
You know the people that lost out? I can't even remember what it was called. Like some people, was it self-employed or other people? They were giving out certain money. What, are you saying that has to be paid back?
That had to be paid back.
Wow.
That wasn't given just to give. That was to cover you. Like even some people that would have to lay off some of their employees and that, they would be just using that money to pay them to keep them, you know what I mean, doing odd works here and there because there's no money coming in, like there's no business, but I still want you to know that you've got a job, you know? Or most people use the money to do refurbishments on their buildings. Some people didn't really have a business in real life. They were blagging the system. They was able to obtain 50,000, 30,000, and they ran off and spent that and felt nice about spending it. Now they've got to pay that money back. Now we have to look at what we're in right now. The price of living's gone up double, yeah, and it's gonna go up a third time in January. The cost of living's gone up, petrol's gone up, everything's gone up. Like we got more responsibility to the prioritized things that we need to like keep our eye on now than ever. So who cares about paying back 50 grand on something that I've maybe squandered and I have nothing to show for it? It's not worth it, man. Because nobody can tell me how to bring up my child. End of. I think teachers need training to know what bullying is and how to identify a child that has been bullied.
Yes,
that's right.
Yes, Joni, definitely.
That is key.
Definitely.
Mad times. What's this? I just missed. Nowadays, you can murder someone, make a song about it, and it become a millionaire and famous from it. And social media allows this mad times. You're not wrong. You are not wrong, Luke. You are not wrong. That's one thing that breaks my heart because see. I get that there's gang war amongst the man them, left, right, and centre. I get all of that because I come from that life. I get it, but you see, what I'm coming from is no women and no children, bro. I'm coming from no women, no children. So we never ever implement women and we never ever implement the children. What you guys have done is crossed every fucking line. Now you're implementing the mothers that have to bury their children, and then you guys want to laugh about it, rap about it, and just because you bust your case, you want to laugh, oh, my man done my man, and my man, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's all fuckery. This is the demonic shit that's happening right now. No one ain't even fucking seeing it for what it is. But the reality is, it's a bitter pill that we all have to swallow, wake up and realize that we all play a part. We're all playing a part in what's happening right now. Those that are not standing up and waking up and speaking out is playing a part as assisting what's going on. As a bystander.
True facts, that is.
You know what I mean? Yeah, the cost of living gone up and more pressure put on the parents just to put a meal on the table, but won't put up wages. Of course they're not going to put up wages. No way, Tina. No way. These people are wicked. They
want everyone to crumble, innit?
Trust me. 2 of my daughters are teachers and they say it's a real problem. Look at that. Big up yourself, Joni. I rate you, Kian. Done. And big up your 2 daughters. Hats off to both of them. Yeah, man, that's what we're talking about. Love to hear them something there, man. Love to hear them something there, Rasta. Because most of the time I'm just hearing pickney them with this day road and nah, big up to the parents them will put in work and raise your children them to be somebody in this world, really be somebody, not no be some nobody, just nobody, no value, you got no skill, you got no trade, you got no ambition, you got no self-drive, you got no gets to me still, I can't lie. We are no
But
longer...
if I missed something here, you said you had a certain kind of life before.
Yeah.
What got you away from it? What exactly, was it your music? What got you away from a certain type of life?
There's many things, but I could break it down in a nutshell. There were so many... I've always known to be good with my hands with regards to like, I can fix a lot of things, like anything technical, like if it breaks, I can fix it. I don't actually need to just bring it to the store to repair it, a TV, a microwave, whatever it may be, electrical stuff. I can fix those things. So I've always been electrical from a child. When it comes to music, I've always been musically gifted from a child. What it is that I grew up in a community that is infested with people that instead of they try to help you and push you, propel you into greatness, they will abuse you and use you and refuse you when they can no longer use you. So I've been through so many of those scenarios where I've been used by these people that I got to sit down and think to myself, what was it really worth it, me going through all of that for those people? They don't even rate me anyway. They don't love me. You understand? Like I was talking about the other day, I remember driving down one road with a guy, and we was driving, and imagine this, we're racing, he's in a Z4, in a Z3 or Z4, I'm never forget, and I was in an MX3 at the time, one of the Mazdas with the headlights that flick up and down, fast car still. And me and this brother was racing, he's from my estate, he's from my area, a bit older than me, but, so I thought, you know what I mean, it's a bit weird. Racing with this guy, I'm on the opposite side of the road, we're side by side, there's a bus right in front of me coming towards me, and the guy won't press brakes, he won't let me through, he won't, like, oh my God, I nearly died that day. And the funny fact about it was, the thing that I found so weird about it was the way that the youth was laughing about, you know, the fact that I nearly crashed into the bus. And I said, rah, these people that I've got around me, these people that claim to be for me, these people that are supposed to be my man them, are some little evil pussios them, yeah? And I've just known it from then, and then scenarios continue to play down the line until I said, you know what, enough's enough. I don't want to be around people that I grew up with just like that. I've got a selected few people that they know who they are. You know what I mean? Anybody else that has to question it, good luck to you, because you must know what you've done to me, why you need to question it. But you know what I mean? I'm confident and I'm comfortable being around me, and I only let in a few, you know what I mean? Chosen few people around me.
So that's it. You basically like slam the door on certain situations, certain people.
Hell yeah.
You only have your certain kind of VIPs around you now, and
I wouldn't even call them VIPs. They're just like, it's like my real family that I really don't have to question what your intentions around me is. You know what I mean? When I've got to question the intentions of somebody or the loyalty of somebody, then, you know what I mean, it's crazy. And you know, you never grow. You can never say that you've matured or...
Tina, that's right. It is called growth.
That's right. You can never say that you've actually matured or grown.
Yeah.
Or matured until you've lost these so-called tag-alongs. I see them as tag-alongs. Before... And you know what? It's because I've got a good heart as well, because I put myself in most of the situations myself, to be fair. I see people, they're not doing well. I'm not doing as great, but I just know that two heads are always better than one. I've always got a drive like this. Like, I'm not gonna roll with you and go and buy a drink for myself and don't buy a drink for you. I'm not gonna roll with you, go and buy a chicken burger for myself and I haven't bought a chicken burger for you. I'm not just that kind of guy. So if I'm looking to make money, I'm not trying to make money for me neither. I'm trying to make sure that you're making money as well. Otherwise, what's the point of you coming to link me and we walking up and down like idiot? I ain't got time for that. So my drive has always been about a community-based thing. Like, let's do this. I was the first one in my ends to buy cars and just leave them for the man them to drive up and down, like teach man how to drive. And yeah, just left that escort for the man them. Yo, that one, the first man that learned how to drive, you drive that. Yeah, that's Stockwell's car. Yeah, I've got a different car. I've got 3 different cars. I've got cars with no brakes. I've got cars with no exhaust. But that was just how I was. I always tried to do things for us. And it was better then, because back then, you know, my car wasn't getting stolen or getting broken in, because it was the community's car. It wasn't just my car. You know how much man's car that was? Man couldn't trouble that whip. You get me, Donna? But times have changed. Things have changed. People's mentalities changed. People are...
You're saying this. Tina Brown said he loves you and you should be a mentor, and Divine clapping for that, and Joni's agreeing with that, and I'm agreeing with that. You really should.
Big up, man. Manners and respect, man. I appreciate love that, for real.
Because I've heard that as well. I know a few people in my lifetime that have, you know, led a certain life, and they're not proud of certain things that they've done or seen or whatever, and they're mentoring. No, and I think it's a wonderful thing. I really do.
I used to do mentoring. I used to mentor the young youths them up in Upper Tulse Hill in High Trees, in the community centre in High Trees. Yeah, I used to do some of those. I used to do some over there. I used to do some mentoring over in Tottenham College. With Tracy Miller, big up Tracy Miller anyway you're there. I've done a lot of bits and bobs, don't get it twisted, but there's more to be done. Like, here what it is. I'm not here for what's already been done. That's not what I'm here though, Donna. I'm here for what is not done yet, what is yet to be done. I'm still got work to be done. I've still got things to do. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting to seize the next opportunity to fix that or fix this. But I'm not gonna be here trying to fix what somebody else has already been trying to fix. That's not what I'm here for.
Okay, let me ask. Listening to you now.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I thought you were wonderful. I thought you were wonderful from day one. I'm not arse licking. I'm just Donna. You know me, P. I'm gonna say it how it is. You know, one thing that I could never understand, because the way you're talking now as well, I think you left certain things behind you. Remember I said to you, I think we had this conversation, that it upsets me sometimes when I come on your show and I just stay quiet and you're really wound up about certain people or certain things. Yeah. Do you not, is there any part of you that actually thinks, you know, fuck it, I'm not going to say nothing? Because, you know, sometimes they say silence is better than getting wound up.
I'm glad that you touched even on that. Because a lot of people would never understand what frustration and pressure bust pipe means. You know, people don't understand what goes on in the background. People only see what's being put on the forefront, and then on top of that.
I see you wound up.
No, hold on. On top of that, like, there's many things that wind me up, but there's a lot of things that I've held before I got wound up. You know what I mean? There's loads of things that are thrown at me. And I just look and I think, all right, another one, is it? Cool, keep it moving. Get on with my day. There's more by the time the end of the day I've got to deal with. I go to my bed with it and I'm like, cool. Wake up, there's another thing. Cool. Next day. There's going to be a day that I'm going to get up and say, you know what, these guys, I've got to... And you know what? There's a lot of people out there that have it to say, killers are informal because I say stuff online. But what people don't understand, they need to really know who I am, please. It's good to know who somebody is. I'm not just an artist. I'm somebody that was one of the first artists in the UK as grime UK artist to give you guys an insight to who I really am as a person, not just living off of the name that, oh, I'm Killer P and I do whatever, I'm Roll Deep affiliated and I'm this and I'm that. Forget all of that. I came to Facebook and social media making you people know that my name is Patrick Knight. And actually, I grew up in a place called Stockwell. I went to a school called Dick Shepherd. I've been through many bad experiences, but I don't think like this. What I see going on over there, I'm not with that. I don't like that. I wouldn't condone that. And and on the journey, you guys have learned so much about me. What it is about most people out there, they're quick to criticize what they don't understand, and they will condemn what they don't know. Now, let me explain something. When you are targeted like the way that I've been targeted over the years, and, you know, I've reached so many heights, you know, and for my people that know me, know that I'm not a person that's a braggadocious kind of guy. I'm not somebody that brags. I don't show off. I'm not that kind of person. I don't do that. and I've got so much good things that I should celebrate, that I should speak about and pop a bottle on this or speak about that, and I don't do it. I just don't do it. Why? Because the place that I come from, the things that's been happening to me, is very hard to mix the two of emotions, right?
Can I just point out quickly because some of the comments go too fast. Natasha's put, this is very true, Tash. You can only be quiet in certain circumstances. It's not always so easy when it's constant. Now, me and you have had this conversation, Pete. Do you remember when I said to you, I feel for you because if it's, I don't know if you remember this conversation, but if it's always on at you, you're going to break one day. But sadly, I think this is what certain people want.
But watch this though.
They want to see you blow. They want to see you like lose it and go, oh, fuck this. Why?
Do you know what it is? Donna, that's not what it is. You see,
you know what it is?
That's not what it is. They don't want me to go online and lose it. That's not what it is. See, me going online and losing it is what's killing them. That's the last thing they need me to do.
No, I know that. But what I'm saying is to push a person and push and push and push. But that's what, to me, do you know what? You could get wound up, well, I don't wind anyone up hardly, but, if someone was really winding me up, I'm not even going to show them nothing. I'm just like, fuck you. I'm just going to say
it depends in what way they're trying to wind you up. You guys are looking at things as wind up. I don't look at it as wind up. I think we got to put it into perspective. See, things are detrimental. When things are detrimental, it's not a wind up. When there's death threats at your door, it's not a wind up. There's no wind up to a death threat. A death threat needs to be taken and be reassessed and be taken seriously and be handled seriously and do the necessary that needs to be done. Now, I'm not saying that I'm the kind of guy that goes and picks up the phone and calls 999. I've never done that. I will never do that. So when they're pressing my buttons, they know they're pressing my buttons because they know that one day they hope that I'll pick up a gun and go and shoot up their house and shoot up their car or shoot after them, or, be traveling with my firearm in my car so that they can tell the police that, oh yeah, killer's got a gun in his car, like they've done that to me before. You think what happened to Chris the other day weren't something that they tried with me already? I've spoke on this how many times? They nearly killed me on flipping New Park Road. Khan on the Hill, who's the producer for 6-7, was my witness that walked into the off license on that day. I don't have to lie. I just see that most things that I speak, people don't want me to speak because it's just facts. You know what I mean? So they're gonna push.
That's your life over, isn't it? You, like you say, death threats come to your door. You go out with your firearm, like you say. Say you do this thing. Say you do. It's you that's going to be behind bars. You're going to be.
That's what they want.
Your life.
That's what they want. They don't want me to go on live and air them out and say, "But come and meet me." If you've got such a problem with me, come and meet me and let's ash it out. I walked from Clapham to Stockwell and gave them 35 minutes to 40 minutes for them to gear up themselves and meet me at the football pitch. No one was there. When I saw the guy that tried to stab me in my face weeks later, that idiot drove past with his girlfriend and his kids in the car. That I was on the live. I done that live. I was on the live while he drove past us.
I feel like I don't want to put a downer on the show. I didn't want to bring this up. I just wanted to ask that question. I'm sorry if I didn't want you to talk about.
So I say all of that to answer your question, right?
Yes.
Some things that happen in the background, like it's not everything that happens in the background that I speak on. I don't, because things are happening every day. I don't speak on it. I stay silent and I just hold my breath, right? I get on with my life. And more time when I'm drawn out, what do? I go on Facebook and I play music because that's how I unwind. And you guys think that I'm doing a great job playing music and all in the vibes and Killer P or Patrick, whatever. No, actually, you don't know what's just happened to me and why I've come online. And I've been honest about this many times on live, that actually you don't know what you're doing for me when I'm on live. Like, come on, like you guys are putting energy back into me because I'm being drained when I'm not live. And not when I'm not live, but away from the live, in the background, I'm being drained from different areas and angles, and I can't keep coming on and saying this or coming on and saying that, so I don't. But there's times that you have to send a message out to the universe to make it reach back to them same perpetrators, for them to know that you keep pressing that button, pussy, because there's a day, leave it there. You know, like that.
Okay. Tash, Come on, someone else drop something in now. Let's get into a little bit more of a funny vibe because I'll have to leave soon. Let's get a bit not so serious now. But P, you know what? Let me just leave that note on. You're a very real person. You're very upfront. You're very honest. I love that.
Let me show you something, man.
Say it how it is. I love you anyway. I'm Team Killer P.
The same people that. Let me say another thing. I'm gonna address another thing that I hear again.
Go on then.
I hear like the same people that want to put harm on or put their hands on me, yeah, are portraying that, oh, like Killer P's not allowed in Brixton, don't come back to Brixton, and like I could be banned from my place. Are you stupid? No one can, right? I still went out and supported my sister Afua Rose on her march and on her thing, on her platform, yeah? I stood up in the heart of Brixton to support the sisters that needed a voice and need their voices to be heard. You see what it is, what I'm trying to show my people is that I stand for something. When you stand for something, you don't fall for any and anything. Now there's people in the background in the community saying, what Killer P doing standing up with these people and standing up and like I lose points because I stand up. I don't care what any man want to say, you know, because let me tell you something. Yeah, if it was your mother, you would want a man to stand out there with you. You hear me? If it was your auntie, you would want someone to stand out there with you. If it was your sister, you would want someone to stand out there with you. And if it was your daughter, God, bomba clot, kill me. You hear me? I'm telling us, so some of you lot are just hypocrites to war, go on. That is it. I ain't got nothing to say. I know why I step, and I've got 2 daughters, and any man trouble, any of my pickney them, it is a coffin. It's just gonna be a board box. There's no discussion, there's no talking, there's no nothing. It's just gonna be a board box. I stand for things. The same way I stood up beside Rasbeck and walked and done the guide in a new generation gang and whatever. I stand for things. And when I see good in certain things, I see that there's a reason for why it needs to be there, I'll step beside it. And I'll give it my support, and that's it. Enough. Anyone else got anything to say it to me, or forever hold your peace, brethren. And that's what I've got to say to the wider community. You get me? Close case there. I mean.
Thank you.
That's right. Ask them again.
We get a little bit of music now. They're trying to shut me up. I've got to say, I'm lost for words now. It's very interesting. Someone just put it as a very interesting show. I don't know who put that. I'm trying to keep up with it. With music now, but it is interesting because it's what's going on every day, isn't it, in life? And
no, but this is why, you know, when you are true to who you are and what you do and what you stand for, people are always going to try and knock you off of your focus, you know. And I've been standing for the right stuff for a very long time. I've been really stepping in the right light for a long time. So there's no way
to. But this is everywhere, Dave. This is everywhere. Do you know someone actually said to me not long ago, which is so true. Sorry to cut you. Sorry. Yeah. But, you know, like, I can't even remember who it was. It was about perhaps just after the summer, so maybe like September-ish, that sort of time. Someone, Sonny, you're so lovely. Oh, my God, you're so lovely. Everybody loves you. I said, no, don't get it twisted. Because you know, because I think everybody knows this. You know, some people actually hate you because of how many people love you out there. So don't say everybody loves me, because I may think I'm sweet. I know I'm a nice person. But you know, we're not everybody's cup of tea, as they say, yeah? So I said, don't get it twisted. I'm not silly. I'm not sitting there and going, yeah, everybody likes me. Oh, yeah, I'm sweet. No, because I know, and my belly tells me when someone ain't right. I trust my gut feeling, and I can look at someone and know they think, oh, she thinks she's loved by everyone. She's like, I know there's haters out there for the way that other people love you. Do you know what I mean?
You know what? I was saying this the other day. You're so right, Donna. I was saying this the other day, right? I've flown to some places in the world, yeah. I don't speak on these things regular because I feel like experiences, like your own personal experience is a personal thing. Like, it's not for everybody to know. No one don't have to know your personal experience, you know, with everything. Some things are good to retain. But let me show you something. I've flown to so many places around the world, some real war-torn countries and places, right, by myself and engage with some people that don't speak English. I speak no other language but patois, yeah? So, I don't understand when people are speaking. The only thing that makes me understand everything that's taking place around me at all times is body language. Now, this is what makes me know that body language don't lie anywhere in the world. It don't matter what somebody says to you. Yeah, I've been in Russia with some serious Russian man, them that I can't speak Russian. Yeah, but these people's got a mad love for me and I feel it. And when they speak, I don't understand them, but their body language, I feel you understand, of what's going on. I've been in places like Bosnia. I'm walking up into some mad island, some crazy, some dark pathways up some bushes, and I'm thinking these people must want to murder me or something. I don't know what is going on here. But when you're so in tune with your spirituality, yeah, when you're spiritually in tuned and you can read body language, you will be safe anywhere in the world. And that's how I work. I travel. I've had some serious man them look at me and say, "Raw killer, what, when you flew right here, who did you fly with?" And I said, "I flew by myself, What? You flew by yourself?" I'm saying, "Yeah." "Raw, rude boy, you're good. I ain't flying there by myself. You're fucking crazy." I'm saying, what is there to be in fear of? What's there to be in fear of in this world? If you got a clean energy, you got clean art, clean intentions, why are you fearing? What's there to fear? So that's how I live, Donna. I live by the clean, my good intentions and body language, and my spirit tells me everything.
Energy doesn't lie, does it?
Never lie. I don't know what going with the chandelier queen. Me not see her for a little while, Big up Unruly D anywhere she there. Must see I look some new stock. She look some new bucket and map and them something they run out. You see it?
Hey, listen, I'm going to stay on the show, but I'm going to come off the phone because hubby's getting ready to come to bed now because he's up early. But listen, big up you every single time.
Big up yourself, Donna, man.
I love you all. I've met some lovely people on this show.
Always.
Tasha, I love you. Joni, all the normal ones. Luke, Divine, I'm seeing all the names. Please, I don't want to forget anybody's name, but I love you all. You're all lovely on the show. But listen, stay blessed, stay safe.
Let's stay on the show.
Until next week. I'm gonna throw a funny subject in next week, yeah?
Yeah. You're too funny.
But this one's been very interesting, very interesting. So, oi, Tina.
Big up yourself, man.
All right, lovely people. I'll speak to you soon. I'm gonna see you, Dawn. I'm gonna carry on. Yeah. Like,
you carry on, man. You coming like a carry on. You're too funny, She coming like a carry on, innit? I'm gonna carry on.
You laugh at least once. And we didn't discuss the sex toys this week, so that's next week, yeah.
You and your sex toys. You and your sex toy. You don't have time for that. You go out there.
Anyway, I'm gone. I'm giving myself hot flushes. Natasha, I love you. I'll see you then.
Big up yourself. Have a nice evening.
See you, people. Bye-bye.
Manners.
Bye-bye.
Big up. Big up to Donna on the check-in on that one. That was so funny and very interesting, actually. For real, she raised some very interesting questions right there. So anybody else have any more questions you want to ask me right now? You can, You have about 10 minutes. You have about I'm gonna shut it down. I'm gonna shut down the phone line in 10 minutes. So anybody else want to ask me a question, want to reason with me for a minute? Now's the time to get in. The hotline numbers should be up there. It should be still pinned. If not, let me pin it again. Them. I want to do them. Right, see it there. Yeah, man. About 10 more minutes of them. That can lock off, is me. I want to do them. I want to do them. We don't know what to them. Yeah, it has to be. Listen, all you have to do is just raise the reasonings, you know. Because sometimes, like I say, I don't always have time to line up and sometimes me just go live and just talk my mind. You know what I mean? Because it's called Talk with Mind. Yeah. Hold that up on the check-in. Good night.
Good evening, P.
Hold that.
I Tyrone this.
Ah, my bro, what go on, Ty?
I'm good, my brother. I'm good. I wanted to bring up a subject, yeah?
Talk to me, family.
Stuff we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Do you feel, especially you as a music artist,
Yeah.
and other music artists, do you feel that you have a major responsibility to the upbringing of these youth today? Is what you say?
Definitely. We have a responsibility, yes. And just to answer that even in depth, right? As much as, because I always speak on this as well, it's very hard. It's a thin line, right? Because as much as we wanna change the concepts of our music and the content of our music for the better, what it is that the fan base is drawn to that. Do you understand? So even though I do all the baddest tune who they them and one bag of thing, bro, in every show that I do you know that I have a section on my show where I'm reasoning with my people? The same way I'm reasoning with you lot right now online, I have that same kind of reasoning within my show as well, bro. Yeah? So I feel like I'm contributing. It might be a small contribution still, and it's still got a long way to go, you get me? But more needs to be done in that area to be fair.
See, that's what I like to hear. When somebody will actually admit more needs to be done.
Yeah, more needs to be done.
You know what I mean? I've seen a lot of these big stars, they're making it now and everything, but I mean, they're still chatting the same crowd, they're still pushing the same kind of,
bro.
I don't know what to say, bro.
The labels are not signing unity, bro. The labels will not sign to unity. They're signing gangs, they're signing wars and beefs. That's what they're investing in, bro.
It's true, bro. And I always feel that, especially in this country, that to make it as a rap artist,
yeah,
you have to have done some dirt on road, bro. If you was just a clean-hearted dude that went through did all his lessons, what was just a crazy rhymer, they ain't making it, bro. They ain't got a story to tell.
Thank you.
And that irritates me, bro. That irritates me big time, bro.
Whoa, there's a lot of it that irritates me, you know, my bro, God. I'm not gonna lie, because I still feel like the man them, they're getting great opportunities to make some big money from what they're doing, and they're still not trying to change their lives or their lifestyle. They're not even trying to look down the work, like they're not even setting their futures. Like they just care about flossing on each other and competing with each other, and you know what I mean, not caring about putting a 50 rack instead of posing with the 50 rack. Go and put that on a property, you idiot. Like, come on. People that are wealthy don't show wealth by going on lives and showing money, bro. They don't care about that.
Yeah, brother, you know, something, it was just good to get your perspective on it, Steve. You get me? And it's nice to hear somebody say that, you know, they need to do more or whatever. Bruv, you're doing your thing, and I respect you, P. You know, I respect you for a long time anyway.
It's always love, my big bro, man. Always love. Trust
my
me.
brother, man.
Manners.
But yeah, that was it, P, man. I'm going to leave you to it. I'm going to stay tuned in.
Nah, man, big up for calling in, man. I appreciate love that, bro. Just big up, man.
That's all right, my brother. That's all right. One love, brother.
Big up Tyrone. Every time, my G.
Peace.
Every time. So I'm saying, peeps, there's real ones out here, man. It's not just me. Anyone else want to call in? Yeah, I'll keep it open for another 10 minutes, for real. Or we might just get reasoning on a call, you get me? So leave the hotline open. Let's see who else want to call in and have a little reasoning. Any question you want to ask me, you can ask me, because this is what our thing's called Talk with Mine, and that's what we're doing. We just a talk with mine, cause we can. Man, them just working hard for killing my for day and they can, but I just can't. I want it in the dance. Burn down London, burn up the whole of Canada, and me I burn down France. None of them little fools don't get a chance. don't get a chance. Them they in the dance with the girl and don't get a dance. Enough of them now go to France. Them now get a... I'm just joking. Anyone else want to call in, the hotline numbers up there, peeps. Just use it, don't be shy. Yeah, man. I own name Sissy now. Yeah, the music industry, we can do more as a people, man. You see, right now, even in Jamaica, it's so bad. The schools, it's so bad. It's so bad. The students, them are doing the most in Jamaica. They got the national, them have soldier where they in the school, them are try keep some order. You know what I mean? So it's kind of crazy still, I'm not gonna lie. The world is not a safe place for anybody at the moment, so know what you're doing, be very vigilant and militant and them style there. Know when you step, oh you step, you see me? I always say these things and I mean it. I'm getting my biscuits. Donna said she's going for her biscuits. Well, I bet what are they? Jammy Dodgers or digestives or rich tea? What are they, rich tea or something? Yeah? Know your style of some rich tea or some ginger something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm lighting a fag. You lot are too funny. I'm sorry, but you know are killing me in the comment section. I can't lie. Listen, use this moment, peeps. Boss back our share. Press the share button, please. Press the share button. Press the share button, please. Don't be shy. The more people get the message, the more people get the right reasonings, because there's many podcasts out there, many people on lives chatting a bag of shit, and people are not getting the right, you know what I mean? Them kind of reasonings the people them need to be engaging in. This is what the youth them need to engage in. First, their mothers need to, you know what I mean? Engage, and then the youth them I got hear the reasoning in the background and say, "Whoa, mums, what's that?" They're already intrigued. You understand? So this is what we need to do, man. Share the live. Talking about music, I was listening to a live show, and someone said clashes of today ain't the same as in the 90s. All the wanna play nowadays is about killing. I think I will pre-roll next week. It's taking me an hour to roll one. Keep it up. Hey Jody, yeah boy, I forgot following on my footsteps them, you know. Alicia, big up yourself on the check-in. Good evening, manners and respect and welcome. You know the chops. Me there on my third spliff and I'm not lie. I 4 of them I build for the show and it come like so. And the third one me there on now. Alright, where we going now? Hold on there. Rest you over there, Sophia. Second. Beat back that rhythm, keep. Beat back that rhythm, yeah. How I do them? I'm gonna try a different style, you know. That one on there mix up. Stop right here. We're going in that thing near mix up now, yeah? I'm gonna ask some real mix-up question me I gotta ask right now, you see me? Some real mix-up thing with that one, so. Watch her now. Watch her, big up yourself and good evening. Alright, watch her now. Hey, Donna, you know something, I believe you. For real. Big up Tina Brown. Yeah, bad. And that me like for hear, you know. Big up Tina, I know you're a bad selector. Trust me. Mad sitting. Watch it. Mad settings. This is a whole different reasoning now, man. This is going to get crazy. Bertie, big up yourself. Good night, everyone. I don't know you, but I follow the work Sister Afua does. I couldn't make it to the march, but I was watching online and I saw the way you stepped up and was there to protect. Well on there. Protect the sisters. Thank you so much. We need more like you. Stay blessed. Listen, Bertie, man has enough respect, Bertie. I appreciate love that every time. Trust me. But you know what? I rate what Afua's doing. Don't get it twisted. I respect the sister for her courage. Because a lot of stuff's been happening in the same community for years, and there's had so many community speakers. And you know what I mean? It was that sister there that decided to get up and do something about it. So hats off to Afua Rose. I know what? I'm gonna need a few more killer. Yeah, don't say a word anytime you're ready, man. Don't say a word, man. We definitely need more brothers to step out and be concerned. But you know what it is? A lot of the men, I feel like a lot of the men, I don't know, is either they're not aware of what's taking place, or they just don't want to be mixed up in whatever. I don't know for what reason the man them is not stepping up in the numbers that they should be concerned. Because if I go and kill a man over the road, all of the man them that represent over that road there is gonna be looking for me. They gonna want to find out where I am. Viewers. Well, how would that?
Wagwan.
How would that? Madex Spy check in?
Yes, man. Wagwan, you good?
I'm good. How are you this evening?
I'm wonderful.
Talk to him, man. Talk your mind.
I'm gonna have a question.
You
know, for all that you've dealt with over the last couple of years, and the way out the online platform has been for you, in your experience, knowing what you know now, would you have done things differently when we talk about personal information?
Hell yeah.
And what do you mean when you say that, though?
Hell yeah. Do you know what? It's actually crazy because you see, it's good that you raised that question, Angel. Flipping sick that you asked that question, because before I was targeted online, I actually was. How can I explain it now? No one sees the dangers. Big up my big brother Jack Wilson on the check-in. Yeah. Before I was targeted online, nobody actually was looking out for any of the dangers of what online platforms was able to do, or what people were able to do to you. I wasn't aware of the things that people can actually gain access to. I wasn't aware until I started seeing my driving license being posted up on social media, my council tax being posted up on social media. You understand? My whole phone list is posted on social media, of my phone book, basically my friend's address and shit. Like, so only when these things started to reach me, I'm starting to think like, by now I've already posted pictures of my children, like pictures of my loved ones, people. Yeah, you understand? Like, if I would have been able to start again knowing what I know now, none of that would have ever hit social media. Number one, Gmail accounts, flipping hell, Gmail accounts. I would never have had a Gmail account. I would have always secured my emails. And you know, when we use some of these devices, we don't know what we're tapping into when we put in our email addresses to certain things like Play Stores and all those kind of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These are the dangers of social media now. Now everyone can be targeted right now. and you could do frig all about it. There's nothing no one's going to do about it. It's just actually crazy.
And it's the repetitive behaviour as well, because even though we're conscious that, oh yeah, we're on social media and all the obvious stuff, it's the little things like what you're saying, your email address, you use it for the same email address for everything that you do.
Come on. That is a no-go, red flag. Don't ever do that. If anyone out there, let me show you one more thing. I'm going to give you some pointers quickly because it's good that you raised that, Angel. If anyone out there that is got an online platform, online presence, and you're using Google, and you're receiving important emails via anybody out there for business, contracts, whatever it may be, you don't want to be with no Gmail. Try and get a Proton Mail, a secure email address. Otherwise, you're open. You're basically open to being hacked, and you won't even know when you're being hacked. You won't even know because these people are so sophisticated. When they hack you, they don't let you know. They hack you first, and they drag all the information off of your page or out of your thing, your location, where you've been, what you've been searching, what you've been looking at, all your emails, Then get all them infamy. It's called, what's it called? Is that metadata? That ain't metadata, is it? What is it called?
Yeah, they get all your metadata, they get all your trends, your habits, just by you going on Google and searching for things like the Google Activity Report. Obtain so much information. When you go on your sat nav, they're able to follow. Remember, you were compromised for the same thing.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, the Google Activity Report being put out there with people's addresses.
Not only just that, I had my car being tracked. I had a tracker on my car. Plus, they were tracking me from my flipping Gmail. Enough people weren't even understanding.
You know, when you're talking about Kanye at the time, a lot of things that you said, people didn't want to believe it to be true because it was like, how could that be possible? Do you know what I mean?
Very, very, very true. Very key. Very key. Very key.
And when you're looking at mental health, when you're looking at mindset, you have to be very, kind of strong and mindset to say, well, no, I know this ain't real. I know this ain't real. Look, otherwise, you do question yourself.
I was going through a stage when people that was on my phone, people that was in my phone book, they were contacting me saying that they had received texts from me that I had not sent to them. And I was like, what the fuck? Screenshot that, send that to me, sent me the message. I'm saying, are you mad? Screenshot my last time I've ever messaged them to show them that I've not messaged them in a friggin' while. You understand? So having the two screenshots on one, or having the two bits of information in front of me, I'm confused to how is this actually able to actually take place? You get me, Ange? It had me confused. It had me questioning myself for ages. Enough people don't even know what I was going through. Them times I was nearly flipping going through some mental thing as well. But it's because I am strong-minded and I am the kind of person that I will take on whatever you're throwing at me, but because I know that there's going to come a day that I'm going to face you, you're going to have to face me, and I'm going to rip you apart. That is the only reason. I mostly go nuts after that. I mostly lose my mind after. You get me? But until that day.
Yeah. And the thing is, how you felt and what you were going through at that time, it's hard to explain on an online platform no matter what you articulate, because it was distraction, it was chaos. You're talking in someone collectively hacking at every social media platform. As you change the password, it's being changed in front of you again. Yeah, your telephone number compromised, lines go off. You're sitting there and your line is off. This person should have no access to your data, but they do. I mean, you've got that going on, still trying to be the music artist that you are, and still build where you've got that in itself has to be given credit. And that's all I wanted to say to you, because the question was a loaded one, but it's time for people to understand not just the obvious. It's not just what you saw, what was put up. It was the challenges that people tried to do.
That's right.
It never worked. It just made us stronger in the sense of knowing, and that knowledge is time to be passed on.
That's right.
We all are savvy and we know so much. We're talking about social media, we're talking about all these different areas, and we're forgetting one key.
But that's what you're doing. That's the part where you play. That's the part that you play. So tell the people about your bit, the part that you play. Give them some information about what's to come with what you've got coming.
Yeah, the platform that I want to build that requires time and
No,
effort.
the platform that you're already in the middle of building.
I've got, and it's just got to get work done. Trollcheck, the whole purpose of Trollcheck is to be able to show people that, one, the little things that we do, the tools that Patrick was by actually tools for parents to track their children.
Repeat that again, because your phone cut out. I think the weather's nuts because the rain's crazy out there at the moment.
Yeah, no, I was saying that Trollcheck, the whole point of it is to show the dangers and issues that we've learned through this journey.
That's
and,
right.
you know, like some of the software that's been used against you is actually software for parents to monitor their children.
That's true.
And I think that got all forgotten with what you've seen. And the organisations that are not visible for people that are going through it talk about a fluid platform. We talk about victims of sexual, abuse and so on, but there's other strands to that. It's still predatory behaviour, that's stalking, that's harassment. And there's got to be set when it's the police and the authorities that we do not understand what that is. How do we empower ourselves if we don't learn? And if we're going to sit back and just see something and react on it without looking deeper, then we're just going to get caught short every time with the same platform that we're using.
Facts. Nah, do you know what? I'll be honest, man. The things that I've gone through, man. If it was the next man's gone nuts already, lost his mind in Moorsley, tried to harm himself and the whole world as well. Like, I'm being honest, no joke. This has been really a testing. And do you know what? I think there needs to be a 6-hour live about this one of these days. I'm going to do an in-depth live about this, my whole journey about this, Angel. I'm going to do a full in-depth 6-hour live for those that can stomach all of that information, because how many, we counted how much flipping screenshots and videos and stuff was there that they tried to post up and that?
Over the years, it's probably I've got about 3,000 screenshots, text messages, WhatsApp profiles. There's been everything, innit? There's not much that they haven't done. Then you've got the whole complaint, like you have maybe 160 Just Eat deliveries between probably about just over a year. Addison Lee, probably about 50 bookings of Addison Lee that just been sent to your house 4 hours of the night.
See what I'm saying?
Crime Stopper reports, that's the best one of all time. Don't know how they managed to get away with that one, but that, I think I did 22, and that was in the space of just over 13 months of them being sent to your house. Even the ones that didn't actually turn up, that's, idiots have done. But it's the thing of when you're looking at it from a man and the angle, it's not this, it's not that. You've got to look at it from your children. It's the same platforms that they're using. It's the same mistakes that they're making. If we don't learn it, our kids are buggers, mate. And that's me putting it mildly. Yeah?
Facts. Big facts. And you know what? They will never know how to articulate what's going on with them. What? You know what? Enough times these youths, they par with everyone and they par with anyone, and all of a sudden they don't par with no one, and all of a sudden these don't speak to them ones. You see when them indifferences start to happen, and this set of man them know how to infiltrate your shit. Crazy.
These youths. All you say, launch out to place. The minuscule things like what you're saying, private business in your emails that you're doing for your day-to-day, they fling it. Yeah? Then you got your text messages, the same stinking WhatsApp that we love. It's the golden rule for me. Leave it alone.
Yeah, WhatsApp is definitely, because I was one of the first to be hacked out of WhatsApp, peeps. Don't give no one your phones, brethren. I gave my phone to some guy that claimed that he wanted to use it because he didn't have a part. His battery was dead, and he wanted to use it to go through the flipping security on the airport. And when I gave it to him, I had Angel on the call. Yeah, I had Angel on the call, and by the time he had taken the phone to use the phone, there was no one on the call. By the time I got back my phone, there was no one on the phone call no more. What the fuck's that all about? All of a sudden, my shit's hacked. All of a sudden, there's things going all over the place online.
You know, like the impersonation of the social media. 18 months they closed that account for. And for 18 months, you were arrested for stuff that you didn't even do on that.
They are millions of times over.
Yeah, doctors' evidence. We're talking fake text messages. You're talking to the levels of trying to put contact out to people. I do not understand where does the imagination go, these things. So this is what these people did, and this is what became detrimental to being arrested time and time again. Our friend, the person that used to come on your page every other week, talking and playing music, we're dealing with that every other week. And it's like nothing's been done about it. Just like nothing's been done about it. No one can take fault for anything other than admit that they were wrong. But it's still been done. The damage has still been caused. How does this stop? We're talking about our younger generation with the same people. If the system is there to fight as it is. When you've got manipulation of social media and
Angel, can you find somewhere in your place where you can because you keep cutting a little piece still.
Am I cutting out? It's perception there.
Yeah, find a little spot. Just a little spot. Just a one spot for it, please. Cause what the info that you're giving is very vital information. I don't want this to go over no one's head. I want everyone to get what's going on right now, please, because it's really a case of those who feel it knows it, and if we know it and we're trying to get it across for you guys, it's definitely for you guys to learn something from it. Because I'm telling you, this ain't for no faint-hearted people, brethren. I've been targeting on bare different levels, bare different angles, and trust me, I'm still here. And that's what's killing the pussy then, because I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be a mental madman walking up and down, shitting up himself and chatting beer shit. That's what's supposed to be happening in their mind. Because these people think that they're playing chess with people's names on the chessboard and they've got me in the bag. No one's got me in the frigging bag. I'm my own boss. I'm my own boss, you know. I listen to my ancestors when they speak. I don't move until they tell me, say it's all right, killer, move. I'm just not a willy-nilly.
How do I sound how I've moved location?
Say that again now, Ange?
I've moved location. Do I sound any better?
Yeah, we're going to try with that part there.
All right. It's just...
Yeah, it's loud, isn't it?
Yeah.
European.
But no, in regards to what's going on, I can't even see comments or anything that anyone said from on the phone and get my iPad down.
Okay, don't watch that then. Just go on and talk.
It's a thing where we show aware certain things in the right manner, it goes against us. You know, like, you've got people that manipulate and create legal documents, you know, that drafted more than once and to social media platform.
Look,
how did that?
Remember, right? I've even had social documents sent to me. Fake.
Oh yeah, let's not forget about the twins and its imaginary twins. My God, the twins. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I've had a woman telling me, says she's had twins for me, sending me some Photoshop picture of herself mixed up with my youngest daughter to try and make her child look like another child. But I want to them people are mad people, Rasta. Me, them I try to turn mad. But out of all of it, I'm still here doing the greatest works and uplifting my people. And my people them know say we're not here to falter by them. We're not here to make these people them get us weary and mash up our life and what. That's it. You're mad. We're here to show you that no matter what goes on, we're the living testimony of shit. And we're
awareness is key. Without awareness, we've met some people along the time that think they're mind for little things like, you know, having someone this and doing that. Because there's apps, it's one thing, but you've got to know, you know, how you put data out there. Because we do these line, show people where we're going, we show our holiday pictures innocently, just showing someone that you're compromised. Like, the little thing, not, you know, these idiots cracked and tried to do God knows what to create sabotage is. But it's down to the technique that we use and how we use it. And when awareness and knowledge of how we are doing that, we just sit, we create, you know, like you sign mobile contract, you just start looking at the small print. Yeah? We ain't looking at nothing when we start. half of these platforms.
We ain't got time, because when we're going to go and pick up that phone there, we got the little picnic them in the car park waiting, and we got our brethren talking about they need to go around the corner. We taking so long for fam. So we signed the thing quickly and we jump back. We keep it moving, and we never do look at the small prints. And it's the small prints that is what's mashing us up.
It's that, and then social media platforms put all our stuff innocently, but other people would taking you maliciously if they get into your account.
There you go.
Facebook don't tell you this stuff. All of us are sitting creating those fancy names on our account, which is another key thing. Yeah? If your account is ever compromised, if it's in your first name, the people then won't give it back to you.
Yeah, that's true. That's facts. That's why I can't get my next one. So know this here, Pete, because I know the phone's cutting out, but I can make out what she's saying, right? Even Facebook, if you haven't got your Facebook, I mean, most people's got odd names or fancy names on Facebook and one bag of thing. But if your Facebook account gets compromised, Facebook will not give you back your account because it doesn't have your credentials on it. And that's facts. Better have your right date of birth on there, because a lot of people they change their date of birth just because, I don't want everyone to know my age, you know. But here what? You see Facebook, the algorithm of Facebook don't know your age, they're not giving you back your account when somebody else hacks it. Or them people that fiddle with people's stuff online have got some crazy energy. They need to put that same energy into doing something good. They will never do that, Bertie. Them not go do that part, that Bertie. Them not go do that. Because you see what? Those people, they see result in what they've been doing. Yeah? And they know that they can get a result out of what they've been doing. Plus, them can make a small money from when them do too. So they feel like they've created a nice little, you know what I mean? They landed a nice little job for themselves, innit? Real thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, this timeline goes 2018, yeah, and we're now 22, and idiots still continue to do silly things to escape distraction. And it's the same fact about that they try and hack, take problems, you're trying to stuff, because they don't have a life. But the problem is that we're living in a society where we're so glued to our phones and our laptops that, you know, the idiots that have done this, it's exactly what I'm not going to see. Do you know what I mean? If anything, I'm going to educate myself so others don't get caught out by the same pitfalls, because this is the new thing. It's evolving. Women, everyone's got predatory behaviour when they're petty, and they're using young people to go and find out.
Everybody's carrying belly for somebody. Yeah, everybody's holding feelings for people. People are smiling with their friends and their family and their loved ones and going on like it's all love, but really they got envy in their heart, and bad mind and red eye and grudge is nyamming out their intestines inside of them. See, my people? So this is why we're saying these things, for you to be mindful, because trust, it's not nice, brethren. When they want to use these things against you and fire it out a road, you know. Yeah, African
our legal system ain't got a clue. They're running blind, but it suits them that way, whichever which one's going to choose. Yeah?
True.
And then we've got platforms, we've got organisations that are there doing good work, but it's just not changing the problem. Like low level, what they call stalking isn't being categorised the way that you've got like nearly, I think they were saying something like 3,000 cases of stalking and harassment, yet only about 300 to 400 stalking orders in place on editorial people.
That's
and
crazy.
some of them are serious. It's not just, you know, little go-to and categorisation. You don't know what can come. So unless you educate yourself, keep fighting, and have that mind, so they win.
I think that troll check is very important, because if you're highlighting all of these flaws, if that's what you're doing, is highlighting all of these flaws of what we've just mentioned, which a lot of people are quite lost in when we start going down that road of what can be done and how the hell do they get away with doing that, and actually how do they do that? Do you understand? Yeah. What is it that they're using to manipulate this? How do they manipulate that? How is it they're still able to stay in your account even when you change your password? Because changing your password don't mean that you've kicked them out of the account. It doesn't.
No, they're closed.
All right.
Well, do you remember the days at Xbox when we used to sit there playing computer games? After them, in Xbox, that's where it came from. Android. like we said, like the toss up between Android and iPhone. I say iPhone because it's got a little bit more security than what.
Yeah, you've always said iPhone still, but I mean, I
It's
know.
just that you can't get into all the things that you want to get into.
Yeah.
That's why it goes down the Android world when you're dealing with certain music. But in Apple world, you've got to be on the Apple app, but that's right there.
Let me read 2 comments real quick, Ange. 1 second. Them people there, oh yeah. Where was I gonna go now? I remember years ago, from a Nokia phone, someone asked me to do a paired device. I said I don't know. He took my phone and done it. He took my phone and done something, and my pictures ended up on his phone. I went mad and told him what? I remember them days, you know. Crazy still. Told him turn that off, and this was years ago. Yeah, Donna, no jokes thing. What can be done right now is no joke, man. Mirror that shit, man. Can mirror your phone right now and have all of your info.
I had a software on my Hotmail that was trying to sync my contacts. It still does.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and that's trying to sync. You know when we used to say we're going to link our email account to our phone, and it wants to take your phone contacts from your phone onto your email.
That's a no. Don't do it, mate.
They get into the contacts, all your texts, everything. The thing, Android, that's the thing with WhatsApp. WhatsApp and Facebook is the same meta that they're talking about. Everything you do on both platforms, they're able to see, and it's able to be tapped into the same way how your Facebook was compromised. That's why I don't support it. The same thing what you were talking about the other day, Signal.
Yeah.
Better.
Way better with Signal, for real.
That's better, because this is what they want, is all our information, and that's what we're giving them. Even though everyone says all the disclaimers on Facebook, oh yeah, I find say I give access. It's a
Hold on. Here, Donna said, if someone gets hold of my phone, I'm getting done for being a pervert. I'm done. Hey, Donna, what is wrong with you? Why are you like this, for fuck's sake? Donna say, hold on. Donna say, if somebody gets hold of my phone, I got jail, you know. No, joking. Big up yourself, Donna. You're just too funny. You got beer joke, you know. Donna's got the most joke star. No, but you're right, Angel, man. Troll check is needed because a lot of people don't know the dangers, brethren, and we need to be vigilant. And the only way to be vigilant is to have the relevant information as to what's going on with right now, the times of now. Because the times of, don't look telling me about back in the day. If you're living off back in the day, you've lost in what's going on today. Anybody living in that old shadow of, oh yeah, back in the day. Can't you see back in the day, yeah, it was like this. Oh bro, do you never see the change? You never see the transition? You better wake up.
Our phone, innit? You upgraded your phone, upgraded technology, you gave them the information.
That's right. And
we know what we're giving them. We're just putting in SIM cards, putting in our contacts and hit text and call, and that's it. But these idiots are able to actually be in your phone and click on the link. Remember, you get all those little scud texts on your phone and click on the link.
Yeah, and then I think they got me like that one time too. I swear they didn't catch me like that.
Wi-Fi router. Oh God, Wi-Fi routers as well.
That's our next thing again. You see, that's why people can't come in my house and tell me about, yo, what's your Wi-Fi? You're not my family, you know. You're not getting that that code. You don't get that code. I'm telling you straight. I'm not playing that game. Man's already hacked my shit through my router already. I've had all of that shit. I'm not having it. Once bitten, twice shy.
That saying goes, and this is the thing we've all got to learn from. We're not even partway there. Back here, all of it. All of this stuff that they talk about, it's how we listen, we take on board probably 5% of what we actually understand.
If big organizations can be hacked, then it must be so easy to hack us ordinary folks. You're right.
Listen, you went to China. What was the thing you got into China?
Say that again?
When you went China.
What's that?
Oh, it's cut out.
Yeah, say it again.
China.
What about it?
When you went there, the WeChat.
Oh yeah, this is what's got to cut. I've been talking about this for years, Ange. Come on, from I went out there, I've been speaking about WeChat. WeChat is the equivalent of WhatsApp, yeah? But the only difference with WeChat is that everything's on your WeChat. So imagine having WhatsApp and everything runs through your WhatsApp. So every single citizen in the UK would have to have a WhatsApp on their phone, otherwise you're not getting a job. You can't pay your bills. You can't pay your parking ticket. You can't get into the club. You can't buy a flight to go to a different country. You can't, anything you want to do, you got to do it with WeChat. You can't go on certain things like Facebook and all these things. You go on that, they'll what's the thing called again now? Like credit score. They'll mess up your credit and all them something. You just don't get credit for doing anything that's out of what the government wants you to do. And WeChat, you can't say anything bad about the government on WeChat or send any funny message. They screen everything. It's actually crazy. China is a whole different world, bruv. Remember I tell you.
And they ain't conformed to the social media platforms of Instagram and Facebook for a reason.
They have. But what it is that they're using the VPNs out there. Nothing works in China without VPN.
Yeah, because government won't have it. They do it illegally through VPN. Yeah,
they do everything through VPN. They do still do things, but they just can't do it just barefaced. It's not allowed.
Yeah. Yep.
Crazy, man. You gotta be aware of what is out there. They're not trying to educate us for us to be ahead just as well as they are. They want us to be back in ancient history while they're so advanced. That's fucked. Why are we not all on the same page and with the same info? Why can't we have the same info? Donna Dean, big up yourself.
No, we gotta wake up for sure. It's always been back.
Enough things are going on, Rasta.
But anyway.
Listen, I give thanks for your input, Angel, because I tell you what, not gonna lie, you raised some serious questions and you brought out some great gems that I think the people need to hear. You know what I mean? And it was something that I was thinking about as we spoke about this already, that, I'm thinking about doing a 6-hour show based on this to show the in-depths of what one's had to endure.
Yeah.
And I know that a lot of you lot's gonna have a lot to say about when you see half of the stuff. Even how the hell would Facebook allow that to still stay up there, knowing that that's got a child in that photo, and the caption on that is not even, like, the caption alone, you would take it down. You know what I mean? But Facebook's allowing it to go on, and there's so many different things that I wanna.
And people didn't get it at the time because it's just looks real from one aspect. Go on the other platform saying get off the page, and people still didn't get it. They get it, but they don't get it. And that's what I'm saying. See it for yourselves to understand that it's one thing that you see there. It's probably about 5 other things going on in the back.
Always, trust me.
You've got food deliveries, the buzz is going like it's fucking Christmas all the time. Do you know what I mean? And that's just eat delivery.
No jokes. Listen, people, I spoke on this stuff, man. I'm getting all types of food sent to my house, brethren. All sorts of food. Chinese one night, like £30 worth of Chinese. Me never order none. It's paid for. Why am I eating that? Me don't know if them poison me. That in the bin. Get pizza. Me get pizza till my friend them one night. Me there in my yard with my friend them. And them see the door knock and me send a man for go answer the door. And them say, yeah man, I want pizza, man. I'm taking the pizza. And I say, what you do? So I ask, who order pizza, man? And I say, nobody never order pizza. So I say, hold on. Look on the receipt. It have my name on the receipt. And I say, but look on this. People, me never order nothing. I say, brother, I get them something there every day. They must send me something, And me not take them, brethren. Me either run the delivery man back with them delivery, or me I put it in the bin. Me I say, brethren, if I me wouldn't yam that something there, brethren, because I don't know if people are poisoning me or them who be at the food, or I don't know what go on, yes, but me not. My brethren say, well, me not care if them who be at the food or not, my belly hungry, and this I go full it right here now. Going at the pizza, I look and I say, boy, some real long belly people in this earth here. You see, when people go for kill people, yeah, them not kill me with food, them not kill me with gifts. They're not killing me with nothing, because I can get what I want myself. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I remember when we blocked it, we got the to block the address, and the only way it could come is if they pay for it. And somebody sent it there. Like, there's levels that people prepared to go to that. Like, they need to be named and changed. Not so much names, but what content that they put out there. And the levels that they went to, for they basically understand what they do. So this is 4.5 years.
Aye. One bag of yummy and licky them long belly, hungry belly, fast got people them. I know how them stay, man. Them people that can't hungry for 2 hours. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, them people that can't hungry for 2 hours. Them people that always a ball about them belly. Colin, big up yourself and good evening, my G. Yeah, Maddox, you're right there, so me nah lie. You hit the nail upon some serious topic tonight, and I give thanks for that. And Donna asked some serious question tonight as well. We kick it off, so I give thanks for that. Seeing and Tyrone, Carleen, and balance up the thing as well. So I give thanks for that as well. You know what I mean? It's been really an insightful podcast tonight where some gems get dropped still, because I mean people are not gonna get away with what they've done to me at all. No way on planet Earth. But there's a time and a place for everything, and I think whilst it's not the time or the place yet, I think it's always good to still be trying to progress and you know what I mean, invest time in the right areas rather than waste time. I'm not here to waste time, so big up to them and those, you know what I mean? Yeah, but big up to my real people and my real family, them. Real supporters, them will support what me stand for. Not just what I do, but what I stand for, and my liberty Rasta. Not just what I stand for. Because some people stand for this today and stand for that tomorrow. Them stand with you today and them stand with them tomorrow. So it's not about where we stand, but it's about who we are. You know what I mean? Yeah. So big up to everybody, man, as I respect plus enough tax. Angel, you want to say good night to the people, them, and you are going to close it, you know?
Oh, okay. All right. Well, good night to everybody on the live. I want to see Joni, Asha, Donna Savvy, Tina Brown, and Donna C. My thing's got funny now. More names. Colin here, King, J.A.C., Bruce Wilson. Thank you for listening to me. And that's all I can on that. Nice.
Big up yourself, Angel, man. Manners and beer, respect plus enough tax, you know the choppings. Yeah. All right, manners. Good night. People, there you have it. It's been a real insightful reasoning store, I can't lie. You know what I mean? Big up to Joni. Joni said, yep, great one tonight, bro. As always, start the week the right way. That's right, that's what we do. We just try to start the right, you know what I mean? And uplift where we can. And just hope that what I'm trying to build is a platform of awareness in many different areas, just things that we don't usually talk about or things that we don't usually look on. I'm just trying to touch on those things based on the reasonings that I have away from the cameras. You know what I mean? Because I have some deeper reasonings with some of my people them on some phone calls or FaceTimes, and be like, Rod, you know something, that's a topic I should kind of talk about, you know, and I'm like, one of them there, yeah, you get me? But so we built the space, so now we can have those kind of reasonings with whoever we want and whenever we want. For now, we're doing Sundays, every Sunday, 7 p.m. There was a bit of a sabotage earlier. I apologize for that, but I'll get round to fixing that and get the YouTube channel back on the restream as well. But big up to everyone that's pressed the share button, and big up to everybody that's been in attendance tonight, man. I appreciate love all of you lot. You know this already. Appreciate love the gal them. I respect the man them. You know the thing already. Colin, big up yourself on the late check-in, but you're gonna have to just watch the rerun, innit? You know the chops. And big up to the ones them. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, Talk With Mine podcast over on the YouTube channel, please do that, please, if you can. It not cost you nothing. It don't take 2 minutes to go over there and press a button and say right and look on the rest of the content whether there. You can see Donna on last week. She killed me last week, Rasta. And you can see Donna last week before that as well, you know, because Donna consistency, you know. Nah, like when we say support there, you know. Yeah, man. So big up the ones them. Have a nice evening. I wish you all a productive week ahead. Keep it positive. If we can't keep it, you know what I mean? Anything else. You know the chopping. You know, can't hear my belly attack, no. Or that me I run from them camera, cause you see them chief talk a phone something, yeah. Them pick up everything, all the little fluff off of the clothes, them pick up. You see it? So big up yourself, my people. Have a great week. I think I left you with that one, yeah. Yeah. Big up yourself, Donna Dean. Manners, Jack Wilson, my big brother.
You can say what you wanna say, but we are the realest podcast on the blood clot planet. And I know the haters can't stand it. And I know YouTube can't ban it. You can say what you wanna say, but we are the realest podcast on the blood clot planet. And I know that YouTube can't ban it. And I know the haters can't stand. They can't stand what we're on. No. But look from where we begun. They only wanna see the killer roll with a gun. Feds running me down, telling the killer man run. But we done that. We run forward, we not run back. Some man them don't talk positive. They only come in the block with their gunshot. I told them G-A-N-G. Cause right now we guiding a new generation. They get the youth, them, I'm in a race. None of them can't box me in my face. I feel put some big man back in their place. None of them ain't match fit. They only want compound podcasts, forget water and chat shit. So talk your mind. Left some of them boy if you walk the line. None of them not live no life like mine. It's all cool, brother, everything's fine. So me say talk your mind. You have something to say, brother man, talk your mind. Cause everything's cool and fine. But you not live no life like mine. It's mad in all the world. Lying to your family and lying to your girl. Man a man, for a reason. But this a podcast season. Oh, no lie to the ghetto youths. Them love, trick ghetto you, kill ghetto you. That's why me have to walk in a real ghetto wood. Father God say I know say me not lie. In a them institution we not die. Ghetto people fi come together, make money spread love. Maybe kids grow together. Me want to see the ghetto youth to live longer. And the whole of me black race I get stronger. None of we not dead for hunger. We are hardworking people, hard worker. We have job now, we don't need job center. Member who dig the whole underground for the troops. So the whole of London them can turn traveler. We are not slave, we don't need slave master. They want the war, we follow the new world order. Real ghetto youth in the world, member. You can say what you wanna say, but we are the realest podcast on the blood clot planet. And I know the haters can't stand it. And I know YouTube can't ban it. You can say what you wanna say, but we are the realest podcast on the blood clot planet. And I know that YouTube can't ban it. And I know the haters can't stand.
Never that. Wishing everybody a great week ahead, man. Stay positive, man. Can't be good, be careful. Can't be careful, stay in your yard, Rasta. Yeah. Lenny, big up yourself, man, as I respect by check-in. Divine, Art of Love, Maddox Angel on the call. Big up Natasha, my sister. Big up Kerry-Ann. Big up Dan up on the call. Big up Tyrone, my brother up on the call. Mucha, big up yourself, good night. You know the chop. Big up my big brother Jack Wilson, need to give you a call. I the whole week my voice gone. Just about getting it back now, so I don't know the thing already. Good night, my people, and have a great week ahead. I'm out.